Alright. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the very first GuildGab Let's Play. GuildGab Plays. We're going to be playing Rising Flames, Episode 2 of Living World Season 3. We're going to be playing it together. And even though Inks knows what happens, this will be his first actual playthrough of it. So, that's exciting.
He wasn't good enough to finish it on his own.
Yes, he requested
I need
all
help. I need help. Yeah, so that's why we're here.
He's gonna get a good hard carry.
Couldn't complete the story on my own. I need help. Too difficult.
Alright, so I gotta go back into my story journal, Rising Flames, replay this episode. Starts out with Taimy's game. I'm so excited that we're all like in game together. You guys are so shiny.
Yes.
I'm glad we're all different classes too. That's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Let's do it!
Choo choo.
There we go.
Do you know, I've been waiting for years to figure out where this portal goes. And
Right?
It turns out that it goes to. Turns out it goes to Ratanovus.
Let's let Inks start the instance.
Yeah, Inks, you can start. This is it.
This is it.
Snape kills Lazarus.
Get it.
Spoilers.
Now I have played to, like where you get on the island, so I know this first little bit.
Ah. I had this first instance, Bog and I had this bug for us, and it like skipped an entire paragraph of dialogue.
Yeah,
So
I had a
hopefully I'll
lot
get
of
to hear it
dialogue
this time.
skips as well.
Mine was alright. We probably should say at this point there's going to be a ton of spoilers if you've not played it
Oh
already.
yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is complete. Passcode accepted. Gate relay 04687 activated.
I thought I was gonna have to do the puzzle again.
Don't exit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, don't accidentally accept the instance.
Taimy, please tell me there was some sort of calculations error. Primordus is really active.
An error? You think I made it? Hey, good to see you too.
Sorry, I didn't think we'd be dealing
Taimy's
with
so
another
good.
dragon so
I
soon.
love a new
New armor.
outfit.
About that,
Yeah.
I have some good news and bad news.
What's the bad news?
Great idea. Good news first. Ha. Feast your eyes and blindfolds on this.
Different tile on the ground. Impressive.
No, this is another one of Ratanovus' secrets I discovered. Stand there and you'll be ported to this crazy simulation room the Novans developed but never finished.
And you finished it?
Well, no, I couldn't, figure it out.
What's that?
I couldn't figure it out, okay? Just so happens to fall outside my giant, incredibly deep pool of knowledge. Whatever, it works now. I called in Moto, an Asura with some experience in that realm. He got it up and running for me.
What's it do?
It can process numerous experimental theories, but the Ratanovans developed it to test themselves against various Primordus minions. Want to check it out?
Sure. It'll be helpful to find out what we're about to go up against.
Perfect. It'll also help me run some numbers and see what the room's capable of.
Sweet.
That male Sylvari voice. I don't usually get to
I
hear
know,
it.
it's
It's good.
So good.
Those dulcet tones.
So the guy's a really good voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. It's incredible.
Hang up,
What's his name?
Okay,
I can't remember.
wave one incoming, folks!
Ready, Rytlock?
It's fake fighting. How hard can it be?
I'll note any patterns or specific attacks I see
They-
while you're taking
they
care of
did great
business.
with the hollow.
They'll only
Zero
help
armor
us
Yeah.
out when we face
Yeah.
the real
I
deal.
love
Yeah.
that she's giant. The music in here is
She's got
so
teeth as well.
Of course she has teeth.
Of course she has teeth.
Of course she has teeth.
The music in here is
Oh,
my favorite.
yeah.
Yeah,
So good.
It's like super 80s retro.
The best
I
thing
played
is
both. I played both.
what you'll see when the monkey thing appears. The music
Whoa.
gets like that kind of spoiler.
Monkey
You've done
thing.
some
What?
Spoilers!
The music gets more 8-bit.
No time for that, Commander.
It like fades in and the MIDI track switches to play some 8-bit noises and stuff when it appears. It's really cool.
Being Asura and facing Primordus.
Well, I hope you know we're all behind you. I thought we had our hands full with Circus and Lazarus, but I think we can squeeze in a quick trip to the Shiver Peaks to take down a dragon.
Well, there's a little more I haven't told you yet. According to what I documented, Primordius is awake. You know this. But here's the more part. It's moved! Tunneled its way down to the Fire Islands, south of Maguma.
If we know where it is now, let's just go knock on its door and give it a welcome basket.
Why did it move?
I posit Mordremoth's death and the subsequent magic release must have jump-started Primordius. And then, with a lot of energy pooling in the south, what better place to feed?
So it relocated. To get more powerful. Great.
It's smart.
Great. GG Primordius.
Got a brain. Living for this music.
It's so good.
It's very peaceful, isn't it? I think the first time I played through this, I was getting a little bit too into it, killing destroyers, to notice that it was kind of like, it's pretty chill.
It's really nice.
So while we have the time, there's something else I need to tell you. Just a tiny bit more. It's the bad news part.
Go on.
You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Maybe you should sit down. No, stand. Stay standing. Okay, here it is. Jormag is also active.
What?
Sob.
How can we be sure? I thought most of this tech was focused on Primordius.
Brown sent a letter from the Shiver Peaks.
What did it say?
Coburn.
Jormag is active, Brown. He's ignoring a few words.
2 dragons at once.
Yeah, but there's a silver lining. Neither one has gone all Mordremoth on us. Well, so far. There's such an excess of energy out there, all the old rule books are being rewritten. Oh look! The next wave is ready.
So look.
Maybe you should stop killing the dragons.
Out of place.
How are we doing?
Right.
It just doesn't scale
was-
at
You'll
all,
have a
does
high
it?
score.
No,
That
I
belongs
mean,
to
that took
him,
me
one of
ages.
the Fire Islands
I
raiding
didn't get to hear the cool
parties.
music.
He's super tough though, so...
Another Asura in here? I thought you were
I
keeping
think there
all
was a
the
bunch of
secrets.
dialogue that was skipped there because we
I
killed
had
it
to
so
let
fast.
Cammy in on it. A, she's cool, don't worry. And B, someone had to watch our backs while Moto and I got this thing up and running.
You already have people in the Fire Islands.
I have some more, let's say, trusted associates there setting up a gate and scouting. But Flood really organized the whole operation. Primordius's movement was something I purposely let slip. It's good because it keeps him out of my ears for a little while, and it also makes him feel like a big shot.
Only 16 years old and you're puppet mastering one of your superiors. Admirable and a little unsettling, Taimy.
I'll soon rule you all! Oh, sorry, was the comm open for that? Big bad coming up?
Time to do some real damage.
The dialogue delivery from Taimy is like getting exponentially better
Yeah.
It is.
with each patch, like the delivery of each line.
Do you know what I think is really sad? Is that the delivery of the dialogue is fantastic, but the quality of the dialogue is abysmal. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see what they're going for, and they almost nail it, but the actual script writing, I think, still needs a lot of work.
I think Taimy's one of the few exceptions to that. I
As
really
soon
like
as I get Moto in here
her dialogue.
and debug it, come on out.
Oh, I got an achievement.
Yeah, there was some dialogue skip there where she said that
Oh crap!
that
I
Moto.
tried to leave the instance and ended up leaving to Ratasu.
Oh, so why?
Ah!
No!
Why would that be a thing?
I
Why would that
know,
be a
right?
thing?
That's still an issue.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't fixed that.
Why would it let me leave the instance completely? So now we have
Wow.
to redo it.
We can just just speed run it.
No, we don't. No, it says something's wrong at the Fire
I
Island.
could outrun a centaur.
Yeah, but we can't get there with
No,
the
it tells me I need to complete the combat simulation.
Yeah, that's what it's telling for me too.
Let's just do
Oh,
it
wait.
again.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
There's a lot more like stuff. So
Yeah, I think we did miss. We're waiting on Alex to press OK.
Let's just,
Oh,
let's
sorry,
just
guys.
read it.
Yeah. Sorry. Should we do
I
that
think
again?
Inks has to come back out now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was a bug
Let's
at the. We got that.
How can I exit? Now it won't let me exit.
Oh jeez.
Just relog, man. Just relog.
Oh jeez.
I heard some people having that bug where they disconnected right at the end before
Oh.
going to the portal. So then it said that they needed to go there with part of the story, but they couldn't because the portal's in the instance and all
I
that.
mean, it did
Oh.
say exit to Rata Zoom. I just didn't pay attention.
It's just it's like right in the same place as
I know.
how you
It
exit.
should, yeah, it shouldn't even be a thing.
Shame.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna let us right into the Coliseum thing. So
All right. Okay.
That's so weird. Okay.
Okay. Wave 1
let's
incoming,
just
folks.
speedrun.
Alright.
Look,
This fake fighting. How hard can it be?
how hard can
I'll
it
note
be?
any patterns or specific attacks I see while you're taking care of business. They'll only help us out when we face the real deal.
No deal.
I'm not talking bad about Taimy. It's, I think, like I said, all the voice actors do a great job. I don't know. It's just little bits. It's like little bits of lines every now and again that just
I
completely
could
shatter
outrun a
the
centaur.
shatter the immersion for me.
Taimy. When do you ever sleep?
No time for that, Commander. It was one thing going against Mortimer.
I think it's quite
You wanna save
inconsistent.
the planet, but being Asura and facing Primordis.
Well, I hope you know.
Which sort of makes sense because there's
I thought we
multiple
had
writers,
hands full
right?
with Codicus
Yeah.
and Lazarus, but I think
But
we can
isn't that,
squeeze in
like,
a
the
quick
job of
trip
an
to the
editor
Shiver Peaks
or
to
a-
take down a dragon.
There's a lot of different
There's
threads
a
too,
little
though.
more I
Like
haven't
we
told
have a
you.
lot of comedy, we have a lot of like really serious stuff, and then we have kind of the generic,
You know this.
you know, things are kind of bad, but whatever. And I guess you want to make the serious parts really serious, and then funny parts funny, and mixing that together, I
Let's just go
think
knock on its door and give it a
can make
welcome.
some lines a lot weaker.
Why did it move?
I
Yeah.
posit Mordremoth's death and the subsequent magic
I don't know,
release
maybe-
must have jump-started
I think
Primordis.
perhaps
And then,
it might
with
be
a
just
lot of energy
just
pooling
me
in the
having to come to
south,
terms with what you
better
can
place
do
to feed?
with
So it relocated
narrative in an MMO.
to get more powerful.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm
Great.
sitting here, there's always that sort of expectation that I'm expecting, you know, Witcher levels of story.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
You know, and
Very
you know,
different feels to
yeah.
that, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The Witcher's
absolutely.
a very much darker, more desolate sort of storyline.
It's yeah, and the mood of the whole game is like that,
right.
and it's delivered really well.
And I think they're
It's
trying to
not-
cover.
it's not even necessarily that it's a darker game.
Well, it's a more serious tone. As well.
Yeah, I think like Guild Wars 2 has a lot. Let's just say it's kind of cartoony at some points, you know. Like,
Well, they try and cover a lot of bases. They try and put the comedy in there. They try and put the serious in there. They try
So while
and
we have
kind of
time, there's
appeal
something
to
else I
a
need to
wider
tell you.
audience.
Just a tiny bit more. It's the bad news part.
Okay,
Go
so
on.
do we
You
want?
ready for this?
Someone
I
said
don't
in
think
chat,
you're
do we
ready
want
for
to try and
this.
make this
Maybe
monkey
you
last
should
a
sit
bit longer,
down.
so we
No,
can?
Oh,
start?
yeah.
Stay standing.
okay, yeah.
Don't attack the monkey.
Tormag is also
I think it's my
active.
Gravedigger
What?
just killing everything.
How can you be sure?
You're just wrecking
I thought
everything,
most of this
Corvus.
tech was focused on
Are you playing a
Primordis.
power net?
Brown sent a letter from the
Yeah.
Shiver Peaks.
What did it say?
I hope we
Tormag
see
was
this like
active
holodeck
Brown.
again. This place
He
is
needs to
really
know
cool.
a few words.
2 dragons at once.
Where is it?
Yeah, but
I'm just trying to
there's a
kind of
silver
locate it
lining.
within Ratanova,
Neither
so
one
it's
has
just a
gone all
room that we put
Mordremoth
together.
on us.
Good question.
There's such an
No, you
excess
can
of
see
energy
it,
out there, all the
if you
old
swap the
rulebooks are
layers
being
on the map.
rewritten. Oh look, the next
Kind of
wave
see
is
where it
ready.
is.
Oh, yeah, I see.
That
I'm not sure
Oh, it's
exactly
tiny
in
this time.
relation.
He was big last time.
Yeah,
That's the
it
first time
grew-
I've.
it grows big.
That's the first time I've
I
seen
don't know what
him
makes it
spawn
grow.
real tiny.
Minions, unless they somehow change.
Yeah, he
You can
spawns
hear the
time
eight
and
Ugh.
You can hear the kind of old video game music.
Yeah.
Yeah, sense in that. It's really cool.
every time you hit him, he gets larger.
Oh, okay.
He has more damage. He gets a buff.
There she
Hormonal
goes.
imbalance.
Oh, there he's getting
Increased
bigger.
damage per stack.
Yeah, she said, I
He always
leave
comes
Moto
after me.
alone with the room for 2 minutes. He puts a monkey in.
Oh no. Well, the
Alright,
thing is,
rest in peace,
unfortunately,
mate.
ArenaNet have only given him a job for like 2 weeks of the year, so
Yeah.
that's what he has to do for the rest of it.
Score. That belongs to Cammy, one of the
I think
He
the
has a family
AMA
to
said
feed.
that Josh Foreman fought to put Moto, like a little bit of Moto influence in here. So they added the monkey.
It was a good choice. It was a good choice.
I had to let Cammy in on it. A, she's cool, don't worry.
Not only that, but
Someone
it
had to
furthers
watch our backs
Moto's
while
own
Moto and
personal
I got this
storyline,
thing up
right?
and
Where
running.
Yeah.
You already have people in the
Absolutely.
Firelight.
you can see that
I
anything
have
he
some more,
programs,
let's
there's
say,
always anomalies in
trusted
his work.
associates there
Yeah.
setting up a gate and scouting. But Flaunt really
See, they talk about
organized the
Cammy.
whole
Is this a
operation.
character we've ever met
Mortis's
before?
movement was something
I don't think so.
purposely
So I
left
wondered
there.
about that as
It's
well.
good because it keeps
When
him
you
out of
make
my
him
ears
sort of
for
character, you
while,
can
and that also
choose
makes him feel
between
like a big shot.
a bunch of
Only
different
16
people.
years old.
And
Oh,
Cammy
yeah.
is a choice. I
Oh.
don't think it's the same character.
Right.
I'll soon roll
I think
you
it's spelled different. This Cammy spelled with a C. I think the other Cammy spelled with a K.
Right.
Alright.
I'd have to go make
That's
a
a
new
shame as
character
well,
check,
because
but I think
especially
so.
especially because of what happens, or what we find out happened to her. It's like it would have been
Wow.
cool to meet her before.
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
All we're saying is she doesn't make it to the end.
She doesn't
Okay.
make it to the start, man.
That was the last wave. Good job.
Okay,
You
right, guys, be
generated
careful
a
here.
data for me to sift
Challenging
through.
PvE
Sir
content.
could
Okay, we
probably
need
not
to
Challenging
finish
PvE
this
content.
we need to exit at the
As
right.
soon as I get
Nav-
Moto in here
navigate
again
these
to
portals.
debug it. Come on out.
Don't press.
Not-
Yes.
Not that one.
There you
Hey!
Did it on its own.
We did it. Achievement.
Achievement unlocked. Have 10,000 achievement points.
Key anomalies. The room was very impressive. Next time you'll have to program in some Jormak minions. Any idea what's happening with the other Elder Dragons?
Nothing on Krakatoa can ditto for... Oh, what's his name? Brain malfunction, starts with an S.
What about
Steve,
a
the underwater
weakness?
dragon
All
confirmed.
this machinery has to be good for something.
Steve, the
I
underwater
hope you
dragon.
channel some patience from the mists there, Tribune. A whole civilization of brilliant Asura couldn't find it. But yeah, I got this in 5 minutes.
Maybe if you
So
were as
cheeky.
open with your research as you were with your mouth, you'd have cracked it by now.
Correct.
You're going to lecture me on openness? Remind me again what happened to you in the mists. Oh, that's right, Zipper Lips.
Okay, okay.
Wrecked.
We're all on the same team here. But have you made any progress?
Only a few huge leaps. First, remember
No.
my chalk organ?
Have
The
you seen my
horribly
chat
disgusting
organ?
body part and even more horribly disgusting giant
I tried
bug
to
that
look
you
for it,
keep in the despicable blighting pod fluid? Yes, I remember. Despite desperately trying to forget.
I named it Spencer.
And it's somehow more disturbing.
She named it.
Spencer.
It's her
You
pet
made me
rock.
Listen to him, Spence. Anyway, I discovered why ley energy is different when run through him, and it's paradigm shifting. The chalk feed off ley energy, right? And we know that each dragon has a domain when it comes to their magic. Zaitan's was death, obviously. Well, you know what's guaranteed to give a chalk a bad stomachache?
Yeah.
Death magic. Spencer filters death out
So
of
he's a
ley
kidney.
energy.
So
Yeah,
magic is
basically.
almost like light,
Spencer
broken
the
up into a
kid.
spectrum.
That's a perfect way to think about it. Magic as we know it is like white light, composed of all the different types of dragon magic. I'm gonna go down in Asuran history logs for this discovery.
As much as I love discussing minutiae,
Oh, you can't
how
stand
does
on
this
it.
help us?
I don't know yet, but I will. I'll never
Well,
sleep
that'll be
again.
healthy for her.
Now, I'm sure you're anxious to try out your moves against the real thing in the Fire Islands, so let's head back to the main lab.
See ya, Spence.
Bye,
Bye,
Spence.
Spence, man. See you in a couple months, mate.
Spence the kidney.
Spence the kid.
It's like a
Or
chia pet.
Spencer and Plant friends. Yes, they're Spencer and Plant are gonna have their own
Rytlock
spin-off
Brimstone.
series.
That's tribune to you, soldier.
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh.
You've ignored numerous requests from the Black
Oh.
Citadel to account for your time in the mists.
Come on,
and
Rytlock, just gut
explain
them.
this
Let's
new
move on with life.
magic.
Just kill the damn
Thus,
jar.
you've been stripped of your rank and are hereby charged with dereliction of duty.
You're to come with us, Rytlock.
Sir.
Sir. And if I don't,
We've been authorized to use
Yeah,
force.
good luck with that.
GG.
but we hate to cause a scene.
I have a massive problem with
I'm
this.
sure you would, Pup.
Yeah, we can talk about it in a minute.
I-
Getting this assignment, You two must either be
I
the
do as
best
well.
warriors in the Iron Legion, or the ones with the worst luck. So...
Top of my class.
But it's starting to feel like both.
Rytlock?
It's okay, Commander. I'll straighten this out. It appears I underestimated the Citadel's response. Hope you enjoy the medal I'm earning you today, soldier. You get to return with Rytlock Brimstone in tow. Without a fight? Depends on my travel accommodations. You can have my seat.
Come on, Vicon. You gonna groom him too?
Sorry I'll miss
Yeah,
out
I bet
on all
you're
the
sorry.
fun, Commander.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you as
Yeah.
soon as I'm able.
Well, looks like I'm headed to the Fire Islands. Solo.
Surprise,
Sorry,
surprise.
I'd join you, but I just haven't had many moments to work on Scruffy 2.0. Plus, I need to start experimenting on the thing I told you about and the thing about the new thing, findings.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm an idiot, so I don't actually understand.
Someone help!
Wendell, what happened?
The Fire Islands. Our party. Lost. We shouldn't have strayed from the main outposts. Cammy held them off as long as she could, but...
No! Did she make it?
No. They changed, Taimy. The destroyer's there.
Oh,
Changed? How?
Like Risen. And Mordrum. Unstoppable.
Risen and Mordrum? What do you mean?
They're not like they were. Different attacks. A different... feel. I don't...
It's okay, it's okay. Take him away and get him some care.
What do you
See you,
think
Wendell.
that all meant?
Not sure. He could have... Of course. It's like you said about the monkey. They changed. That's why Mordrumoth was able to... The Mordrum, Commander?
What about them?
The ones who came from the Blighting Pods. Mordrumoth had its minions, the Sylvari, right? But it was able to create
me.
more, new ones.
Sylvari.
That power came from Zaitan. Killing Zaitan caused the other dragons to absorb the death spectrum, but we only saw it in Mordrumoth because it was active. Then we killed Mordrumoth, and now Primordus has absorbed some of the death and plantiness. I think.
Can we test that theory? I'll go and get you a sample from these new destroyers.
That'd be amazing, Commander. Be careful and let me know what you find.
Will do. Alright, so before we move on...
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here.
Right. So, my particular bugbear is that Rytlock, with Sahoffin, his shiny pointy sword, finally gets a chance to go to the Fire Islands. And in Guild Wars 1, the last resting place of Sahoffin, Rytlock's sword, is on the Fire Islands when the player defeats zombie Prince Rurik. And the sword was dropped there, and then Rytlock turned up with it again in Ascalonian Catacombs in Guild Wars 2, which is where you had to potter along and go and get Magdare for Logan, which is still unresolved and is also looking like it will remain unresolved now that Air's dead. And to me, this is just a complete Deus Ex Machina to get Rytlock out of the way and to avoid answering that particular question. Like, that just infuriates me. It's like, that could have been... Granted, it could have been like a side plot for episode 3 or something, but like, at least set it up now. It's just really frustrating that they had the opportunity to explore that and potentially tie off a loose thread that's been dangling for 4 years, and then just went, nah.
But they have a lot of dangling threads that have dangled forever that, you know, I don't expect them to ever... I know it was a good opportunity. You're absolutely right. I was not disappointed because I've totally given up on ever knowing about Sahoffin. But I'm glad that the NPCs still grill him about it. I mean, Taimy, she's like, zipper mouth, okay, you know, like, you're never gonna tell us. I love that they grill him on that.
Yeah, and see, I don't know, like, I think Kaidak was saying in chat last time we did the show that, like, this episode was kind of, the whole Rytlock Sahoffin thing has just been played for so long, you know, we've been wondering about it for ages, they've teased us a bunch of times, like, if there was a time for them to reveal anything, like, what happened, this would be that time, and after that, like, it's just kind of, I don't know. People are gonna lose interest in that mystery, honestly, just because it's gonna be just seen like people. No one cares about E anymore and who that guy is because it's just not been dealt with. And sure, it's not really been referenced either. While Rytlock and Sothan has, but it's just a bit like I don't know. It's kind of becoming boring that we don't know. To the point where a lot of people aren't even, like...
And they're still throwing it in our face.
Yeah, and then this was like a clear sign, but like even then it wasn't even worth suggesting that maybe we'll find out this time, because no one believed we would, because it's just not something that we're ever going to get revealed to us, seemingly.
Unfortunately, the larger problem is that the Rytlock Sothan story, if he even got it on the Fire Island chains, which we don't... With the Fire Island chain, which we don't know,
right.
could be a living story episode all on its own. And if you would just add it into this story, which is probably going to be short because they have been since Heart of Thorns, short and concise, there just isn't room for that sort of sidetrack, unfortunately. So, do you add it in there and cheapen that experience that players are waiting for the answer for? Or do you just continue to make excuses on why he can't talk about it or why he won't talk about it to anybody? And that's the same as like he's being arrested because he refuses to tell the Black Citadel what happened in the mists, right? Which the players want to know as well. Nobody's ever going to get that answer, or it's unlikely you're going to get any real meaningful answer out of it. And if he does answer to the Black Citadel and get released in the next episode, you're probably not going to know why even still as a player, right? They keep dangling that aside. We would need a completely side story, sort of like they did in Guild Wars 1, where they released some of those. They weren't expansion packs, but like expansion story packs.
Bonus mission packs.
Like bonus mission packs. You would need a separate bonus mission pack just to find out about Rytlock, which would be amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Or a
I
novel?
would go just as bad anybody else. Or a whole novel on that experience, right? But telling it in game, they're just not going to be able to do it justice, I don't think. And there's certainly not room for it. So when this happened, like Alex, I was like, oh, come on, what the hell? We're never going to find out about the stupid sword. But it's like, the more you think about it, it makes sense that they couldn't possibly tell and do the story justice to satisfy those who really care about Rytlock and his story. So
yeah, it's a really good point. I think like this episode, and maybe even the format, like you said, it could just be an episode on itself, but like we have so much other story stuff going on that it wouldn't really fit in anywhere, and it might either screw up with the pacing of it, or they would just have to rush a reveal in, instead of giving it the time it deserves. But at the same time, when's the opportunity ever going to come up again?
And that's a larger problem.
An expansion, like I guess maybe, but then it would still have to have a core tie-in with the plot that we're in now, and it's kind of just, I don't know how they're.
I mean, the thing is, it wouldn't necessarily have to be completely resolved in one living story episode, but here there's an opportunity for them to at least lay the groundwork of that story arc.
I think that the groundwork should have been laid in season 2 when he went and friggin' he actually used the sword. He was gonna free the ghosts, went in. I think that going to the Fire Islands, everybody expecting, because that's like the last place that we saw it before Rytlock. I think I don't like that. What's the tie there? Just because we go there, it's the fire sword. Like Rurik was from Ascalon. The sword has more ties to Ascalon than it does to the Fire Islands, I think. So I didn't make that connection.
It's actually Aurene, though.
Yeah, it's Aurene, but
okay.
It was still in possession. But you're right. It does have more.
Being a human-owned
here
sword.
on
but like, despite being Aurene, like it still has more ties to Ascalon than here. You're right.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think as well, like we don't even know the story, so we assume that the last place we saw it is where Rytlock got it from. But there could have been a bunch of steps over 250 years that took the sword from the Ring of Fire to somewhere else, and then different people in possession of it before Rytlock got it.
Not to mention,
so like to expect an answer here is, I mean, I can understand it, but it's not a super strong lead. Like you said though, when he was actually going to use it, maybe then, that would have been a better place than here.
Rox did ask him in season 2 when he did use it. Rox was like, "So, the sword." And he was like, "Later, cub, don't have time."
But there's also the possibility players assume that Rytlock has been to the Fire Islands before, but when Taimy mentions it, he doesn't react in any way. He doesn't have a line of dialogue. He doesn't say anything to us as the player character. It doesn't mean he hasn't been there, but it doesn't suggest that he has either. A plausible scenario is, you know, when he went into the mist to chase the sword, was that the first time he was ever in the mists? We assume it was, but maybe it wasn't. Rourke gets killed as a zombie. Does he go to the mists? Does he go somewhere else? Does the sword go with him? You know, what if Rytlock had been to the mist before and that's where he got the sword originally? We don't, I mean, that's a plausible story that we just don't even know. I'm making story up, right? But anything is possible with the sword. Players assume that he has been to the Fire Islands and that he got the sword from Rurik because that was the last place that zombie Rurik was killed, but we don't actually know.
Yeah.
And that's a bit frustrating, and I totally understand, and I feel the same frustration by not getting that story. But ArenaNet has showed in the past, especially with Heart of Thorns, that they want to keep the story on track. They have a particular pacing that they want to fulfill, and going outside of that pacing to talk about Rytlock and his story just doesn't fit for what's going on, and it changes the pace of the story, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So anyway, to the Fire Islands.
The Fire Islands.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the different spectrums of magic and Primordus using the death and the vine magic now?
I think it could potentially be a really cool idea. Where I hope they go is that the next expansion is focused on Jormag, because to me, Primordus has always been the boss. He's always been Dragon number 1, you know, top dog. And now that Primordus has been set up so you see the destroyers that have absorbed the death magic of Zaitan and the jungliness of Mordramoth, having him absorb the ice of Jormag, and then the crystalline whatever of Kralkatorrik, and then the water abilities of Steve, having Primordus as this six-faceted, essentially death god, which is actually kind of weird because in Dungeons and Dragons, and I think you might know this, Peachy, the evil dragon god is a 5-headed dragon called Tiamat, and each of the 5 heads represents a different element. So if Primordus essentially becomes an elemental dragon god of all different facets and stuff, that is where I would like to see it go.
You think? Yeah, but that still carries us along the line of killing all these dragons.
Right.
I think the cooler plot here is knowing that, yeah, okay, we've killed 2 of them, but every time we kill them, it's gonna get harder to kill the next one. And combined with the whole balance thing that we might be seeing play out too, I think maybe Spencer is gonna become a more important thing, where we can somehow filter magic out, and potentially, I don't know whether that's through cleansing or through just stopping certain dragons getting the magic released by other ones or something.
Or different maps.
That'll be a better way to handle it.
I'm going to spoil the story, guys. I apologize. We put the dragons back to sleep. We do kidney transplant surgery. We remove the dragon's kidneys, and we replace them with Spencer's, and it filters all of their death magic and other bad magic out, and just gives them pure magic, and that's it. That's the game.
That's it. That's
everything.
Kidney transplant.
I don't know. See, something like I get that. I just don't like the idea of this whole copy and paste, kill this dragon, and then, oh my god, what have we done? This next one's like 10 times strong. Like, of course that's gonna happen, dude. Like, just don't kill it. Just do something else to it.
And I think we'll come to that.
I'm still hoping for that too.
But the issue is that we already knew that killing dragons was a bad idea before Heart of Thorns. And
well, no, we had a hint of it. We did. We had a hint of it in the
though.
Derman Priory, but the characters are still talking about killing,
Kill
even
the
throughout
dragons,
all of this. Even at the last instance in this, I think there's a reference to killing dragons. I think. So it's like it's still not hit these guys, and there is some kind of frustrating thing where it's like watching a TV show or like a horror movie, and you're like, don't go in there. The murderer's in there or whatever. Don't do it. And it's the exact same thing here, where like we can see so clearly that maybe we shouldn't be doing this, and we've been seeing that for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying seeing our characters go down.
They haven't really addressed that in game. Our characters haven't said, maybe we shouldn't be killing these dragons. They're just like, oh, now we have to kill Primordus and Jormag at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And I think there's this kind of weird balance in Guild Wars 2, especially between what the characters know and what us as the players of these characters know. I mean, it happened in the last instance with Taimy basically suggesting that we all knew the name of the underwater dragon, when us as players don't know that at all.
Oh,
and
I
the same
hate
when
that. Bothered
all
me.
of the characters,
okay.
and all of the characters knew Mordremoth's name.
That really
before we
bothered
went
me
there
what
too.
Taimy
Like,
said. I can't remember. It starts with an S. That pissed
Like,
me
first
off
of all,
right
be
there.
real.
I was like, come
You're
on.
Taimy.
Now, I could
You're
understand if
gonna
the
know.
player character still doesn't know. We found out it started with an S in the Derman Priory, so its true name could be like buried into like high-level Derman Priory, you know, researchers. Like, I can accept that, but Taimy supposedly knowing the name and going, I just can't remember it right now. That's stupid. I'm sorry. If you
What's his name?
know, just say it.
S something.
Yeah. No.
Well, the thing is,
I didn't like that at all.
And plus, it's unbelievable too, just because it's Taimy. She's clever as heck.
Right, she
And
wouldn't just.
dragons are all a huge threat to
remember
all of
the
us.
name.
Sure, the
Dragons are all
underwater
the
dragon
rage.
dragons aren't a super, like, that particular dragon isn't a super threat to us right now. But, like, surely, considering the past however many years it's been, the dragons have been this thing.
Yeah.
Surely you would know the name, and you wouldn't just forget.
Yeah. Did
and
she
it was
ever
obviously
say,
just put in there as a
that
joke.
fire
and I get-
dragon starts with a P. I don't remember its name right now.
I mean, it's a joke. I get that, and it's meant to be a little tease.
It's a little
towards us,
Easter egg nod.
But I think for me, it really highlighted this whole, like, this divide between us as players and then the characters in the game, and that kind of sucks. I like to feel that connection, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever.
Okay, so we talked to the to Belle here.
Yeah.
We need to go
Oh,
and
my
find
game crashed.
researcher
How wonderful.
Twilly. It crashed
Again, for the second time today, actually.
Ah, cool.
That's not good.
Yay.
See, I get like a stutter in my frame rates every time I open the hero panel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
It's weird.
Taking the ley line monorail over to the other side of the island.
choo-choo. Have you guys taken it all the way around?
It doesn't.
no.
I don't think it takes you around the entire island. It takes you around a
No,
good
it
portion
does.
of it. Oh, does it? I think
You
you have to
act-
hop from different ones, though.
You actually end up right back here. While we load in, I'm gonna go around and wait for Peachy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for riding it all the way around. Isn't
Oh,
there?
really?
Yeah.
Commander, welcome to
Okay,
the Fire
well, I'll
Islands.
do that then.
Fitting
I'm
name.
gonna ride
No.
the
I'm
Taurus.
surprised
I see my
anything
seaweed
can
farm.
survive here.
Yeah, that
Give
was
me a
so
status
good
report.
when it
We're
was
still
when the
assessing.
I think the prices
Our
already
preliminary
dropped
findings
loads.
are
Yeah, it has.
troubling. Primordus is
I made a
around.
couple
Right.
goals
Found
like, in the
impact
first
alive.
5 minutes.
Somebody left a message saying they made 20 gold.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it was
dropped out.
what's his face? I never remember his name.
Oh,
But
it
yeah,
fell out of the
he
ley line.
logged in on all his characters.
Still, 5 silver apiece. I mean,
That's not too.
it's not worth as much as it was, but still, hey,
About the
5 silver
destroyers.
apiece
Like
ain't
60
bad.
silver.
We received
No,
word that they've been
just under a
exhibiting
gold.
new
I think.
abilities.
What do we need?
Changed
What do we need
somehow.
seaweed for these
I'm
days?
here to gather samples
Seaweed
to confirm
salad
the
and
report.
stuff.
Well, you play
Where
druid,
should
so
I begin
nothing.
my
But
search?
for the rest of us,
Powerful.
Not long ago, we sent a scout
Yeah.
east to locate
seaweed
nests.
salad.
I begin your search
The
there.
raiders usually like it.
What about this stuff?
Yeah, that's great.
Butternut squash soup.
But not squash.
No, not quite as useful, especially in raids because of the ferocity. It's okay, but
Time to do
Yeah.
some real
Ah,
damage.
that magic find Corvus.
Yeah, man. Priorities, dude.
all right. So we're all here now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to Twilly.
Really?
What do you want?
Okay, I'll let you
Quite
talk.
busy watching my work get repeatedly
This is
dismantled
kind of the
by
bit where the
monsters,
story
so if you don't
takes a
mind,
down
Easy
turn for
there.
me.
Taimy sent me. I'm here to help you retrieve those destroyer samples.
at last, support. I located a sizable destroyer nest, but the beasts
Oh,
ambushed
sugar,
me.
I forgot to talk
Made
to Belle.
a
Hang on.
mess of my comms equipment. Help me deal with the destroyers and fix the equipment, and I'll get any samples you retrieve back to Taimy.
Consider it done.
Let's move quickly. The sooner we're done, the sooner we can all retreat to a less life-threatening environment.
Always yes, sir. So now we have to do the heart, basically, or a part of the heart.
Yeah, and this is
Turn the cameras on.
Yeah, so this is kind of where the story takes a downturn for me because it basically just makes you do the hearts to advance the story right up until like the last instance. It's open world, which was cool for me because it let me play You can play with people a lot easier, you know, and you can still have that kind of personalized experience. But I just felt like they swapped kind of actual instances out too easily here.
Yeah, I feel like there was too much of this open world stuff, and I felt like it was a bunch of fetch quests. Like, oh, you want to help me? First you have to turn on these cameras, and then, oh, you want me to help you? First you have to do this.
Yeah, and I think, like, it and a lot of them were so tied to the heart quests that it was basically just a guide around the map, you know, like, telling us to do this heart, and then this heart, and it was, it was just kind of disappointing, because, like, the instances are what I like the most. It's more concentrated story, and not only that, I got a lot of bugs. Like my player character in the open world is talking to an NPC, and then some other guy comes up and presses F on the NPC, and he says hello, and then my whole story, that entire section of story that I was getting told about, just cut out because he had to say hello to some other guy that had interacted with him, and so I ended up missing out on stuff.
I had that
happen
just to me too.
Like, come on, like, just give us actual instances, please. Oh, I mean, the rest of the map is so perfectly done. It's just, I don't know. It was a bit disappointing. The 2 instances in this episode are amazing, but the rest was just, it was just disappointing, really.
Can I just point out how happy I am to have heart quests back?
Oh, it's
you love
good.
the heart quests?
Yeah, like everyone forgets that this is a brand new way of questing in MMOs, and having quests that you could just rock up to an area and everything could be achieved as an open world group without having to fight people for tagging mobs or interacting with nodes or whatever. And now that that kind of thing is back, everyone's like, oh well, we've got raids and all that kind of stuff. It's like, well,
get them to Taimy at once. Oh my,
it's like
not normal.
These,
not normal.
like,
how not normal?
Genuinely think
Ember
they're
Bay's
fantastic. Oh, I've got to find a usable sample.
See, I'm not a huge fan of hearts. Just I just because of the contrast between them and actual traditional quests. A lot of people don't like that kind of typical MMO quest style, but I like the fact that it delivers you this package of story to read. And hearts don't really have that. It's like the fetch quests that everyone hates, but with less story and lore content. So it's like kind of just worse. But I'm glad they're back, just because we didn't have any kind of little mini quest or little mini stories, you know, outside of huge meta events that are easy to miss. And so this was kind of this was Guild Wars 2's way of giving you a little bit of personal stuff to do in the map on your own. And I'm glad that they're back, just because we haven't had that in a while. But I still think the system itself could be a bit more in depth.
The only thing that annoys me is, for map completion wise, it shows that the hearts don't, the hearts reset daily, right? So when you go to look at your map completion every day, it takes it away. It doesn't actually take it away because you've already completed it, but it's a minor annoyance. I know, but I wish there was a way for it to show that the map was complete while the hearts reset. The hearts themselves are what you would expect from hearts. Neither good nor bad for me. I don't know. I'm indifferent.
I just think the fact that they're repeatable daily as well, I think is cool.
Yeah, I think it's good, but yeah, like I said, it sucks that they're tied so heavily to map completion.
Yeah.
And that's more of my own mental OCD.
Well, you want everything to be 100% maxed out,
right? Yeah,
and
so
Ember Bay will never be maxed out for you. Like, you know.
It is just
it's
weird
a little
that
annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
I mean, if they, I get it. It's a cool idea that they are as well, because it's gonna ensure people do them all the time, because the vendors are locked behind the progress of the heart, which is a really cool idea. But I mean, they could have just made it a different color when you're doing it for a second time or something, instead of the whole. Does the entire map completion actually go down in percentage every day? If you haven't done that.
Also, I was going to say, on a slightly different tack, have you noticed the new shaders in this map as well? They're much more they're much deeper. Like, everything's got
I just know the sun is amazing.
The shaders are
the lens flare.
Oh, the lens flare and the glare on the sun is so cool.
I hope they roll that out to the other maps. Like, even the older ones, I think need to, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, I think it's pretty obvious that Hawthorns and all those maps, they basically just rammed up the contrast in all of those maps. So it's really dark and really kind of vibrant and really dark. But then you go to like the older maps and it's like, oh, and it's like even in Lion's Arch, if you go into the aerodrome, suddenly everything's dark and really high contrast, but the rest of the city isn't. And so I don't know, it'd be cool for them to roll out those changes into Corteria, especially with the lens flare and stuff.
Yeah.
Notice that everything seems to drop unbound magic here as well.
Oh yeah, it's the new map currency. Nice.
So I made a video on the new gathering tools.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel. Right, so there's gathering tools that give you unbound magic. I just hate taking off my permanent tools to replace it with
Pay to win.
other
If you're,
gathering tools.
well, no, it's not in the gem store. It's from a heart vendor, and they're not.
Yeah,
they're not permanent.
It's from a heart vendor. Yeah.
So I could
Play
see.
to win.
You can't put them in the
Play
gem
to win.
store.
That's even worse. You have to play the game to get stuff.
It's nice if you're specifically farming unbound magic. It's yet another way, and it encourages you doing the heart. It's another way to.
It's nice. It was nice for me because I don't have any permanent ones at all, and so now it's an easy way, free way for me to get a little bonus every time.
What if, oh, this miserable device. Please tell me how to activate it.
No! Smelling Asura will ruin everything! Leave it to Scritt, champions of Rockface!
What's going on here?
According to the Scritt, this device has something to do with the building seismic pressure beneath the island. If we can't figure out how to activate it, the pressure builds and builds until, well, as the Scritt say, pop.
Pop, pop, wee!
Or it may all be nonsense. I can't tell what these creatures are blabbering about half the time anyway. This rock face they speak of knows more. But they won't let me get close enough to ask how to work this blasted machine.
Let me talk
First
to them.
just made fry.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
I hope you do, Commander.
Yeah, I love the Scritt.
We're
I
running
love
perilously short
I
on
know
time.
that I know some people aren't the biggest fans, but I love the contrast of the seriousness of the Asura versus the Scritt, who are
I was kind of worried. I thought they were gonna be bad, but I actually liked them a lot.
Yeah, I think like for me this is the first time that the Scritt have actually been something I'd like to see more of, because I was never that much of a fan of them in Corteria.
Well, they make more sense being here than the circus people.
Yeah.
That was just
let's cross that bridge when we come to it, because I've got
He's got
things
words.
up the sleeve. Oh, I've got words about that.
No! Nobody sees Rockface without Scritt say so! Friends of Scritt own
Thanks, come in here.
Look,
Everyone
I have
come
to talk to
inside.
this rock face you're hiding,
Everyone
and the
just
clock's
come and say hi
ticking.
to me.
How can I earn your trust?
Help the
Did you
Scritt!
get there?
Yes! Save
That's
Scritt
right.
from fire! All
No.
Scritt against the destroyers!
I just walked in,
Become
dude.
a friend of the Scritt!
I'll see what I can do.
And if I try to get in, they just kick me out.
And so
Oh, you've already done this, you.
This'll be fun.
This was my least favorite part. I was like, this is such a fetch quest. Like, no, you just yell at those Scritt and say, "We're coming in. There's a friggin' dragon. The volcano's gonna explode."
But
Let
look,
me
you
in."
have to save them.
No, you have to befriend the Scritt. Like, stop being so lawful good.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's
Your
cute,
character
but
is lawful
if I
good.
want to do the Scritt stuff, I can do the heart, after I'm done with the story. I don't know. This
Yeah, I mean,
irked
it
me.
was just story kind of.
It's a fetch quest.
Yeah, it's through the hearts and stuff. It just wasn't. This could have been a really cool instance.
Right, can anyone tell me why we don't just let this island blow up?
No, I don't. Well, okay, so it leads you to believe that with Primordus coming here, his minions are already here. If you allow the island to blow up, the destroyers would blow everywhere, basically, and it could also have some really cataclysmic effects for the rest of Tyria if a volcano this size explodes.
Yeah.
Or if multiple volcanoes explode.
It would be huge, and it would cause a bunch of crap. Maybe a tsunami or something. We're really close to the Tarnished Coast, close to Ore, which I know,
That's
is still
already been
covered in
soggy anyway.
undead. Yeah, fine, but we still have a packed foothold there and all this junk.
especially
the Fire
for-
Island chain isn't that far away from everything else.
Right, well, especially things like Radisum and the Grove, right? It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or how about this?
Explosion-wise.
How about this? We let this explode, right?
Right.
No, just. Oh, who's this?
Who?
Who's this
what?
down here?
That's me dying.
Who's this?
Res her up. Res her up.
That's me dying, burning in lava. Oh, did I lose my Scritt?
No, I'm on fire.
I was
On
carrying
fire.
a Scritt. Yeah, lava burns.
Wait, I rescued a Scritt. It still says 0 of 3. How dare they?
Oh, there was a revive one.
I think
No, I
you've got
have
to
the
put them
revive
back in the.
Script,
You gotta put them in the little cot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that, but it said no. I failed.
So
You
anyway,
didn't place him gently enough.
so anyway, we let
Didn't give him a little-
Tyria blow up, right? We let Tyria blow up, and then that means we can just go to Cantha in the next expansion.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good way to handle this situation.
Oh, you know what it was? I didn't press F. I just dropped him on his face.
Time to do some real damage.
Oh
Always
well.
press F, man.
Scritt abuser.
That's real.
That's me. That should be a title. Scritt abuser.
How about that 1,000 gold title?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Well, so
'Cause you know you're gonna go for it, Inks. You know you're gonna go.
I don't have it. 1,000 gold. Oh my gosh! Like I don't have 1,000 gold anyway. But you pay 1,000 gold, you get 5 achievement points. You get a title, which it's a cool title. Don't get me wrong, but titles in this game don't really.
Is the title more money than sense?
No, it's I'm rich. You
I'm
know.
rich, you know. Awesome title.
Which is cool.
It's really
right?
good.
Not worth
It is a
1,000
gold
gold
stick, but
to
it's,
me.
I think it's worth it.
It gives you 20% off buying the clown weapons, or the front-level weapons.
Okay.
I think I should just give you all the weapons.
20%. Like, so first of all, the weapons, even if you buy it with the Circus tickets, is like 1,340 gold for all the weapons. 20%? I mean, 20% is not even close to 1,000 gold. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's something you really don't need. So if you want it, here you go. Here's a title that says you spent 1,000 gold.
And it's an appropriate title. Yeah, I'm not against it. It's just I think it's hilarious.
I wouldn't buy it, but you know, it doesn't hurt anyone that it's in the game.
Right, right.
I'm sure one day I'll buy it and I'll regret it.
You definitely
massively.
Then they'll make it available for free at Halloween or something.
All right, so I completed.
I am returning my last Scritt.
All right. We'll wait then.
All right. First edition meat.
Oh, okay. So I didn't
asked.
realize
Am I
that
allowed to
Noxie says
pass?
even if you pay 1,000 gold and you get the 20% discount, which I thought was separate, you still have to get the Circus
What?
vendors to get
You
the
still have to get the
discount.
vouchers.
So that makes it even worse, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't give you a discount at
because
all. Okay.
you have to collect Circus vouchers and have to have paid the 1,000 gold just to unlock. Anyway, whatever. It's.
There should be
so
a
it's-
collection for those weapons.
So it's 1,340 gold after you spend 1,000 gold already to get all the clown weapons, plus 160 Circus vouchers.
And the weapons, they don't have a collection, do they?
No.
They don't?
So why would you even get all of them? Like, what's
There's
the point?
currently not a collection.
Wow, that's surprising.
So there's not even a real point to get all of them.
All right, so we go inside
I could outrun
the
a
rock
centaur.
face,
Rock
which I thought this
face.
was really cool.
This is amazing.
Well, are you just gonna stare at me slack-jawed, or is there something
mouth
I can
doesn't
do
move.
for you?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
it's
but
like-
he's still
You got
Well,
target.
yeah.
what's left of one.
And you've got eyes in your
Ogden's
head.
mouth moved.
Bully for the both of us. And the name's Robon.
Now, I would have
Not
to
that
look
you
him up,
asked.
Robon.
Didn't expect to encounter
See,
your
I don't know if
kind
he was in
out
Guild
here.
Wars 1 or not.
I thought the dwarves were wiped out in their fight against
Name doesn't ring a bell.
Primordus.
If you really want a history lesson, I can give it to you after I've dealt with the crisis at hand. I've got islands to save and not much body to save it with.
Crisis? Is this about the earthquakes? What's happening to the island?
There's a torrent of magical energy building up beneath these islands. Energy that feeds directly into the volcano. My brothers and I have been tending to it for years, using
there's
four
no Guild Wars
contraptions
on 3,
to
I
release the pressure out
There's
and
Guild Wars
delay
2
an eruption.
witchy, but you know.
Then Primordus and the blasted destroyers turned up, wrecked the machines,
there's
killed
nothing
the
about
other
them.
dwarves, almost did me in two, but I'm still standing, in a manner of speaking.
And if those machines aren't reactivated soon?
Then the islands will blow, and the destroyers, well, I'd prefer not to think about that.
I saw one of the contraptions just outside. How can I activate it? If what you say is true, we need to move fast.
The machines were built with us dwarves in mind. It won't respond to anyone else. Unless... Ah, I've got it. Take my thumb.
You're...
I love it. I love it.
Yes, on the ground there. Use it to activate the machines. That's one upside
Portable
to getting
dwarf.
blown to bits.
Yeah.
I'm partially portable. You may want to move quickly. It's been a while since
I
the
kind of
machines
wish,
were run.
like, you just put him in your
Islands don't
backpack
have
or
much
something and
time.
carried him around.
You
Like,
could
That,
talk.
oh my god,
That
if he
was
was
a back
on your
piece.
back for this, like, part of the story, like the egg was,
Dude, they'll probably
that would've
maybe
been
they'll
amazing.
release a Robin bag piece or something.
if-
Surprisingly well manicured.
If you look at the stone thumb, I love that it's on like a little pillow. It's like a little shrine to the thumb.
Yeah.
What's really interesting about this is, so we learned that dwarves have been sort of manning the island. They all got killed except for him, who was just blown to bits. So to kill a dwarf, apparently you need to smash his head or blow his head up because the others are dead. But he's just a head and still alive somehow, right? So
Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
like a
That's pretty
zombie.
cool.
You have to destroy the head. You have to destroy the brain.
So I got the
Dwarves
thumb.
are zombies.
Time to head back. So I actually really like the inclusion of the dwarves here and that they've been on the
Sure.
island, and I like that they're still rare. It's not like, you know,
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
everywhere or anything like that.
Because I think there are a lot of things that when something rare turns up, suddenly they're everywhere, aren't they? I'm on fire! Fire!
Get over it.
Replenishing.
So yeah, I really like the inclusion of the dwarf here.
I was really surprised to see that. It was super cool.
And it makes a total sense that the Scritt would find his head and covet it.
Does.
Oh, there's a ley line monster somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's right there.
Should you get it?
I'm getting it.
Yeah, me too. GuildGab ho! We've got 25 seconds to do.
That's easy, man. Self-sustaining 25 mic boys.
Sweet, sweet.
Ooh,
Esports.
quite a bit of stuff there actually.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
Esports. Oh my god, hang on, there's like... I got 6 petrified wood and 3 exotic boxes from that. Oh, and an event reward as well. Right, you know this unstable rag stuff? Is this just... This is just
salvage
standard,
stuff.
It's just standard salvage stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I could outrun us. I just met with Rockface, the remnants of a stone dwarf, if you can believe it.
A dwarf? Astounding. And did this dwarf shed any light on our predicament?
If these machines aren't activated soon, the swell of magic beneath the islands will
I love
cause
this
a
little dwarven
cataclysmic
machine.
eruption.
You look
They
inside
require
to
a
see
dwarven
the,
touch to activate.
I don't really know what it is and
Fortunately,
how it works,
dwarf
though.
gave
It's
me
not
his
that
thumb.
obvious.
Yeah.
His thumb?
It's not
Kinda
explained
metal.
at all.
That's disturbing.
It looks metal as
But
hell, yeah.
logical, I suppose. I figured
It's all
there
that
had
matters,
to be some
right?
knack to it. Being that the dwarf entrusted you with...
Alright, so now we go see the
let you do
circus
the
people.
honors.
Is it like a bloodstone or something in the middle? Like a little
No,
shiny?
it's orange.
That appears
It
to
looks
have worked.
orange.
And to think, all
It
this
does look
time
like
I
a
piece of
waited
bloodstone,
for
dwarf
doesn't it?
metal.
discarded stone.
The dwarf mentioned that there
Dodge
are
roll
4
steel,
of these
maybe?
contraptions around the island.
Oh, that could be.
Do you know where the others are?
4 of them, eh?
I'm not sure how it's supposed to work. There's that
similar
whole like the
contraption on the
special
western
action key.
coast.
It's
There's
just like
another inside
you
the
harness
caldera.
magic to
As
do
for the
this thing.
4th, I'm not
Right,
sure.
right, right.
And it,
One of the
I don't
others
know.
might
I
know.
I'd like some like science behind it, like how it works, how it roots the magic, and that kind of thing. It'd be quite cool.
Intrusiveness to the part of the island.
Oh, that reminds me. This whole like magic is a spectrum thing, and there's different types of it. I wonder how that all carries together. Because like in Guild Wars 1, there were loads of different types. Like you had like domination and chaos, and like every class kind of had it worked in a different aspect of magic or whatever.
Well, weirdly, that it actually ties in a little bit to the lore, because when humans originally got magic, it was split. I can't
between
quite
the
remember
gods, right?
It
was like one for each class was tied to a god, except for elementalists, which was like all of them or something.
Well, it was something to do with when Abaddon, when the magic was distributed, and Abaddon tried to give it back to the humans, and then when the Bloodstone was split, the magic was divided then.
So this is as far as I've played. I have no idea what Ringmaster Ivy is about to say to us.
Right.
Why the hell are they here? Why are they here?
Have you seen the guy? Have you seen the guy up on the kind of barricade, and he's talking about his fiance?
Yeah.
Yeah, the puppet thing.
He's great. All right, where are you guys? Let's talk to Ivy.
A customer! A real customer! Hold on just a minute. I'm not prepared. Welcome to Ember Bay's one and only Circus, where you'll witness the grandest marvels Tyria has to offer. Want to buy a ticket?
No time right now. I'm looking for an ancient device, dwarven in make. There's supposed to be one nearby. Do you know it?
Searching for antiquity, eh? We've got a piece that may interest you. Not sure it's dwarven, but it sure is old. I might be convinced to let you in free of charge if you give me a hand with my chores.
Ooh, crap.
Otherwise, ticket holders only.
Here's my ticket. If you don't grant me access to that machine, the Fire Islands will erupt, taking your circus with it.
I guess we can overlook protocol for today. Go on in.
There's a mesmer portal.
One of Ember Bay's greatest mysteries.
She pulls you up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta say, I love, unlike the Scritt, we're like, we're not taking any of your bull about buying a ticket or doing your chores. Let me in.
We should have been like that with this.
Yeah, see, I wish we were.
But then it would have like half the episode.
Next on the list, the Caldera.
I'm not taking any of your circus crap, lady.
I guess
you basically just bully her, and she lets you into this weird, super secret area, and you turn it on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know what this is actually for.
What? That other island?
It's an attraction.
Yeah, but what's the attract? Okay.
I don't know, this weird thing.
The attraction is to come see a metal wall sitting on the floor.
Wall, dude. It's amazing.
To be honest,
watch out! Don't glide in a straight line too much.
Don't tell me what to do.
Alright, see you later.
Fire! Fire! Oh, this is a bad idea.
GG mate. You have to kind of go around the fire, otherwise it stops you gliding.
Oh, this point of interest is called Titan's Perch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this is also where that
We're going the wrong
hungry
way.
hell is, but
Yeah.
the hungry hell guy.
I don't know. I have a problem with even this whole activate the
just
things.
seems
It's just like why?
The next one's worse though, right?
You
Like
saved the island! Yay! Like
activate the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, it just seems a bit like
I don't know. It
go here, do that. Go here, press F.
It's like a lot of little
F.
fetch quests to do an overarching fetch quest to me. Like they could have I just think they could have come up with something much cooler than, hey, let's activate some dwarven machines.
Oh, Peachy,
especially because we don't learn about how they work.
Right. It's just they've always been here.
Doing.
We set them every day.
Every day we do it.
Every day we have to do it so the island doesn't blow up. But it's been like this for months, and the island's fine.
It's just kind of it's a bit strange.
Again, this is where I'm like, just let it blow up. It'll probably be fine.
So where are we supposed to head? Because I have no idea. We're supposed to go north, but I don't.
If you head to.
Are we going to the fortress? No.
There's a waypoint.
And then head north.
Here, but you probably don't have it.
No, I don't.
Have you got any teleport to friend?
Oh, we have to go to that. Oh yeah, you have to like climb up. Yeah, teleport.
I'm not teleporting to friends.
Teleport to you.
I thought you were about to go, I don't have any friends.
Yeah, you have to take this winding path up, and then there's a waypoint at the top.
You can. There's a ley line actually. I think that's pretty simple.
Oh.
Near the Scritt bit. I think you can get up.
Yeah,
that ley line.
yeah. Trying to get over to it now.
I'm going up the path.
Oh, dude,
and I'm just falling down the mountain.
What'd you say?
I feel good.
The Vermignus thing is up. The big worm, dude.
Vermingus.
Vermignus.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Oh, you did find the ley line.
Oh, he's a big beast, isn't it?
It's not a good accent, dude.
You wish your Scottish accent was as good as mine, don't you?
That's not how it sounds.
Exactly how Corvus sounds.
Exactly how it sounds.
Do a Yorkshire accent.
It's not as good as my Scottish accent.
So there's a giant golem who is standing here. What are we supposed to do?
Sweet, sweet loot.
You just have to, for the event, you just have to protect it.
Yeah, just protect
it
these.
fights the worm. You protect it so it can fight.
So we don't fight the worm at all?
You can hit it, and it does do an AoE that can hit you back, but you don't do that much damage at all.
Yeah.
So we just.
That's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
So you just sit and
It's
watch.
so
basically.
big though.
I mean, you killed it at the end. You killed the other guys, I guess.
You can get down close if you have range. It's so big though, like when you get down you really realize how big it is.
Pretty
Let's go down.
Pretty close.
Ah, he's so big. Moving on. He's shooting fire at me. It's probably not good. There is an achievement behind him, which was pretty cool, the walking on fire.
Oh, what'd you have to do for that?
You have to glide through the lava tube that's behind him.
Alright, cool.
It's a nice little hidden area, sort of, and there's a Mersat token inside, so
Ah.
Cool.
you're gonna want to do that eventually.
You can hit him when he puts his face down, I think.
Too busy killing elite lava worms.
It's quite
Busy
Zelda-like
mining
actually.
some
If it's,
rich mithril vein.
you have to make him attack you, then he gets his face stuck in the ground, then you can hit him.
Oh.
That is really Zelda-like. Oh no! Okay, it's fine.
Use
Why
the
are we
Vista
all here?
during the fight. Okay, use the Vista during the fight.
Oh yeah, there he's got his head stuck in the ground. That is Zelda-like. I like it.
Why are we all here? Well, they told us to come here. We need to talk to scientist quick. It does make for a very cool vista for.
Yeah, if you get the
while
Vista
it's
now,
active.
it looks amazing.
It's not giving me like a great shot of him, just lots of his body, unfortunately. There we go, that's better. Of course, when I did the Vista, his head was in the ground. GG.
GG, man.
Where is this? Oh, there. I've already got it.
Oh, that Vista.
That Vista. That's not
That
a very challenging
Vista.
Vista, is it?
A
No,
lot of
just,
them
like,
in
on
this
the
map are not
ground.
very
Like, someone just
challenging.
threw it in the ground.
Alright, so we need quick, and I think we need to what? We need to use the thing, the updrafts to get to him, probably?
See, it's weird, because I think maybe we were... I came this way as well, like up the back of the mountain to get up here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to, but then... I don't know, it's just weird, he's at the other side, and then he tells you to go back in, just... I don't know. Maybe they should have put him the other side.
Oh, the guy at the top.
Yeah, I got an achievement that I honestly don't deserve.
Was it? What, for killing
the worm? Yeah. I mean, I didn't
Worm
have
the
to do
worm. What's the achievement called? Worm the something worm. I can't remember.
There's a daily boss or worm.
Yeah, there's daily boss of worm, and there's
Yeah,
like
does
one.
he have a chest? Oh, it auto-looted the chest for me. Well, that's
Yeah.
convenient.
The chest is really cool looking. The chest is over by Smooshatron.
Yeah, it's like those
Tron.
spiky.
Super metal chest.
Oh, okay. The giant golem is called. Oh, that is a nice chest.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a new asset or if they've had it for ages and never used it.
Never. Yeah, maybe. I don't
It seems
know.
like a weird thing
Very
for
cool.
them to sit down and make for this episode, but it's cool.
Very cool. Smooshatron.
Smooshatron.
So is there a whole story behind Smooshatron and stuff?
I don't know.
I don't really. I've never seen an event really proceed. It just kind of starts, but
I
maybe
bet
I'm
there's
wrong.
probably idle dialogue between the technicians or
That
something.
could be. You can't talk to him.
Right, you just have
I hope Valentine's Day they do a Smoochatron.
Smoochatron.
Rocalacoon is up here.
Yeah. Tempting.
Oh, I can hear Corvus's sisters giggling.
No, they're not mine, so I can hear them. They're out the window.
Random giggling children
Running past my house. Blah. They probably saw me through
Slightly
the window.
creepy.
I fell. Darn it.
How do I get around here? Oh.
Oh, he's down hearings.
Yeah, you can just walk up the slope.
Come down and walk up the slope.
What?
Just fall down, but it's beneath you.
It's right here.
There you go.
I took the super difficult hard way.
Excellent. An assistant arrives. I must remember to thank Taimy once we're out of here. Now to business. What do you suppose this contraption is?
It's an ancient dwarven device, one of 4. And if we don't fix it and activate it, this island is going to erupt.
Well, you're surprisingly
the
well
sat token.
informed for an assistant. Okay then. This machine was shattered by a volcanic
Oh, great.
bomb expelled from the caldera. Parts scattered
Now we have to
everywhere.
collect parts from
I
him.
can fix it if I get the missing parts.
Yup.
And then power it by harvesting latent magical
Come,
energy from the caldera.
friends.
I'd certainly appreciate assistance gathering parts and keeping the local wildlife at bay.
Oh, we're not willing and
If
able.
you're
We want it
willing
to
and
explode,
Okay,
so
I'll get it done.
that's it. Makes sense. I
Smaller fetch
understand.
quest for a bigger fetch quest.
I guess
It's
I
just
do
in-
prefer. I don't know. It's difficult, right? Because I do prefer to be instanced, but at the same time, you would still have to do something in the instance, or are you just gonna let the instance play?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I just feel like they could explore stuff like the dwarf machine thing that we know nothing about could have been explored a bit better if if we actually had more dialogue and whatever else that was in an instance. I think.
Ooh, rich mythical bin. Is this the one you came to, Peach?
Yeah.
Down here?
Machine parts.
Although to be fair, fetch quests in an MMO,
You kind of
Same.
have to expect it.
you
yeah.
can't really complain.
It was just.
I was quite
it was
surprised.
Just too
though,
much
that it
all
was
right in
so-
a row.
Yeah, and it was
Less
really
instances-
like kind of
instances.
straightforward. Usually, like a lot of the fetch quests in Corvus 2, you kind of ignore because the story is driving you to do it.
Right,
But this
right.
was literally, this was so blatant. It was just like, do this thing, please.
Yeah.
It's not even hard to find them all either, which kind of sucked.
Machine parts.
Yeah,
What
if
did
it
we
would.
do? What did we do when we found out about Jormag? I don't know. I didn't really have a
It
strong
wasn't-
reaction to that.
Yeah,
I guess the way it was presented. Oh, Bram sent a letter and it said Jormag is active. I don't know.
It's like
If it had been
GG.
a big reveal, it would have been a lot cooler, I think.
I'm missing a machine.
The thing is, as well, we're still unsure about what active even means. Like Primordus is active, but okay, there's
Things are
destroyers.
moving about.
Primordus is awake now. Jormag
Yeah,
is active, but like, I mean, is Bram a scientist? What does that mean to Bram? Like,
I thought Primordus was active as well.
Yeah, they are.
active.
Primordus and Jormag
But this
are
is
both
it. We don't
active.
even know what
That's
it means.
that's
so
been the
how
forever
do you have an
question. What
opinion?
does active versus awake versus risen?
Active means they're a pain in our butt and they're killing people in Tyria.
Well, I think that they awake
They're moving
first
around.
because Primordus was already awake prior to Guild Wars 2.
And then we got the big he's active at the end of episode.
Yeah.
How many
Well,
machine parts do I
Primordus
need?
is
I need
active because he's
5.
actually moving. Like he's moving underground now. He just moved to underneath the Fire Islands.
Right, so active to me would insinuate that Jormag is now moving as well.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Active is like stage 2, isn't it? I guess.
I guess.
Right, yeah, I guess, yeah. Because Jormag was just chilling up north. All the Norn fled south as well as the Coden.
Right.
And now he's coming south, I guess.
Oh, sorry guys, just bear with me. I'm OMW.
I still need. Oh, there's my last machine part.
Oh, I found Cammy's. Oh, guys, there's Cammy's journal up here.
Oh, so I wanted to talk about that as well. With
Yeah, there's a
Cammy,
collection of things.
Wendell comes through the portal and basically lets you know that Cammy didn't make it. She's dead, right?
Rest in peace.
I kind of wish that he just said, like, I don't know what happened to her. I had to flee, or we had to flee, and then let you discover the journals, and the journals let you know that.
But the journals don't even tell you that.
No,
they're really
they
vague, and even the last journal entry just talks about how crap the place is, and she's kind of paranoid and stuff, but it doesn't tell you that she's dead or anything. But because he said that she was dead, then we know she's dead. But if they'd kept it a mystery, it would have been cool.
Well, I don't know. I guess they let you know her fate too early is my sort of complaint there. Is Cammy related to Taimy? I don't think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's like because she mentions Cammy, we ask about Cammy, like, you're letting someone else in here,
she's
can
like,
we
"Oh, she's
trust
cool,
her?"
yeah.
There's all these questions, and then, oh, she's dead, don't worry.
Yeah, and that sucked as well, because like they could have been super cool friends, and Taimy doesn't really have like another Azura that's her friend. You know, she's kind of really critical of everyone.
Yeah.
So I was really surprised that she's made a cool friend, and then
We detected the signature of another one of these devices in the Mersat fortress.
Sorry, I'm coming.
West of here, near the coast. We'd have investigated it already, but none of us have dared set foot in that perilous place. Do be careful, Commander.
I love how they're still calling us Commander.
Yeah, even though we're not the commander anymore.
Where's my Poobah title?
Yeah, no Poobah this episode.
And the Poobah.
No Poobah.
Oh, I just got. What did I just get? Oh, I unlocked the reward track for PvP.
Yeah, it's weird. It unlocks here. I guess it's so people don't have to do the whole thing if they don't want to.
Cool.
It seems a very arbitrary place to have it unlocked, though.
Yeah, usually it's at the end.
Is this the halfway point? It is.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yes, sort of.
It's so PvP people don't have to play like the whole boring PvE scrub story mode.
PvP esports.
I know.
I've been a lot more into PvP recently.
It's good. This season's actually fun for me.
It's been really difficult to get a pirate game now, to get a Revenge of the Capricorn.
Yeah, it was hard enough just to get the Coliseum one because there's so many trolls just choosing the old one.
Yeah. I was watching Chaith yesterday, and I think he got in. He did. I think I watched him for 5 matches, and like 3 out of 5 was not the Coliseum, which is what he was trying to do.
Wait, so did I read it right somewhere that the Salty Sea Dog title's going away?
It's going away in 2 weeks, I think.
October 3rd.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's when the season ends.
I mean, so.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a rank. Yeah, of course it's a rank thing.
And
no, it's unranked. It's an unranked, so they could leave it in
yeah.
longer, but I think they just want to give it a trial period, and then they'll go make changes and stuff. And then this one's gonna be.
I don't love that system, but it makes sense as far as driving players to play those new unranked maps and getting feedback from those experiences faster.
Yeah. Though the new Coliseum one's gonna be there until the end of the next season, I think. So that's like gonna be a long thing.
And I think they've already heard the feedback of these limited time achievements are not around long enough. You got to give us more time.
I like you don't have anything
for them to
like
end
that,
it at the end of the season.
I kind of like those things, like I was there when this was here and then I got this reward for it, you know, like we don't get that anymore, and it was really clear, it was there all the time in season 1, and I kind of, I know it's PvP, but it's still kind of, it's cool. Yeah. I like that kind of idea. That being said though, I think the new map needs way more work than Capricorn does.
Right, yeah. I mean, well, first of all, the buffs are ridiculous. They need balancing.
Yeah.
Hey, Fed. Oh.
Here we are, we're in Mersat territory.
Okay. Oh, and there's a giant champion. What is his name?
Pyroclastic
Jade Construct.
Oh, gimme.
Pyrotastic.
He's fantastic.
It just takes
very
ages.
little damage.
Yeah, this guy takes ages, so I would just.
Do we not want to kill him? And now he's.
We'll just tag him and then run away.
Waiting for the druid.
All right, we gotta talk to Gumby.
Yeah, so Gumby, that's cool.
Boy there, friend. Watch your step up ahead.
See, this is the guy that my story got interrupted.
See, the weird thing is, like, calling somebody a Gumby over here is kind of an insult.
No, not exactly.
Rest in peace.
His name is Grumby, but
Gumby.
Then they started
Oh, I've not seen this thing before.
I know you.
What?
Oh, pew pew pew.
Oh yeah, there. My thing got interrupted.
Yeah, because someone else spoke to him, and then
Yeah.
your whole thing, and I don't know how much story I missed. You know, it's so crap.
Yeah. I never remembered that being a problem before.
So I don't know if it's a great idea to have the story steps start here when there is a
giant boss.
Oh, this is
Next to
absolutely terrible.
This is the worst place.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing him though, because he is from Guild Wars 1.
He is from Guild Wars 1, yeah.
And it, you know, it's cool that they put him in, but just maybe not here, man.
Yeah, it was a very, very bad positioning.
Am I supposed to run down here and just stab him with my sword? Let's see.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Ouch. No, it's much easier to melee him down here.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, just don't get hit, knock into the fire, and kill
game.
like that.
Good game.
So yeah, that's a little frustrating when you're trying to do the story. Surprise boss.
Definitely in this episode, to ArenaNet's credit, a lot less of the NPCs talking in the background while you're trying to listen to the story.
Yeah. I mean, that's been a problem for years, man.
Yeah.
And this is a lot better this time around.
But now we have it getting interrupted.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'd rather hear 10 NPCs talk at once than none of them.
I ain't
'cause
coming
they
down
get
there.
interrupted.
I'm staying up here.
What would have been great
I
for
res
this
you some.
if these platforms that are around him, if they had like dissipated.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Panic.
Necro downstate. OP.
So while we're fighting this guy, what do you guys think about the new legendary?
Not my kind of thing, but it's cool that we got one. And it's pretty. Like the effects are cool. It's just not the one I would go for, but I like it.
I mean, I like it. I like it better than Moot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've never been a real big fan of Moot. I know some people love it, and that's fine. But for me, whenever I get around to making mace, because RevenNet doesn't really use mace, unfortunately, it's a weapon that needs work. Yeah, I like its effects and all that. The way in which you obtain it is the best compromise we're going to get, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I don't love the fact that we strip away what little lore and story we were getting before, but otherwise this means we get no legendaries as opposed to now we're going to get legendaries again eventually when they're done.
That makes me excited because I've been waiting for a dagger that I liked for ages.
Right. So it makes me excited in the sense that I'm going to get a new choice for a sword. I'm going to get a new shield someday. So that part makes me very much excited, but the way in which you obtain it, I've always been of the complaint that legendary weapons don't ever feel legendary, and this it just instills that even more, right? But the opposite to that is that we never get legendaries, so
yeah,
I don't know, you know.
It's just I don't like the inconsistency that we're now gonna have between legendaries that have this cool story adventure and ones that just don't know because the system's changing.
Is this bugged? Like the?
No, we were supposed to throw stuff at him.
Yeah, but I was throwing it and it wasn't leaving my hand.
You need to glide when doing it.
I don't think there's an animation for.
You need to throw it while gliding.
Yeah, even when you're gliding, when you throw it, I don't think there's an animation for it. It just disappears.
This guy's definitely cool.
Yeah, to me, the new mace, like I think the effects are better than the model. Like the obsidian shards and all that are really cool. Excuse me, cool looking. I think it's just a bit big and chunky for my type of taste.
I really like the animation where it cools and then smashes off. Like that's
that
awesome.
is really cool. The stow
Some
animation.
really detailed, like kind of stowing animation would be cool on the other ones too.
But what's kind of interesting now is that the existing Heart of Thorns legendaries that we've got, they're all now serious-looking skins, which is what ArenaNet said they wanted to do when they were looking at at the next phase of Legendary.
I think it's what Legendary should be, though. Like, I never liked the silly ones that much.
Well, there were a lot of silly ones in Gen 1, so, like, I mean, Moot was silly, so I think that this one being, like, a bit more badass looking is
Same with
appropriate.
the short bow as well, we fixed that. Is that basically all of them now that are done?
So what you had is, you've got Hope, Nevermore, Chukra and Champawat, and now you've got Eureka. They're like kind of like the serious counterparts to the Dreamer Quip.
Right.
I guess Bifrost as well, and
yeah, it's been way more.
That's what they said that they were going to do, was concentrate on the goofy ones first.
So yeah, does that mean we're going to get a new focus then? Because of the minstrel being a bit...
Probably.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Get a more badass staff.
Well, we got Nevermore.
Oh, duh. I totally forgot.
I want a new sword, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a big fan of Bolt, even though Bolt is one of the more
I'm so sad Greatsword's going to be last.
Well, Greatsword already has 3.
I know, that's why it's going to be last, and that makes me sad.
I feel good.
I'm okay with that.
No, I'm okay with it.
They're already 2 steps ahead of every other legendary.
Yeah.
A system I would love, and unfortunately, even with the Greatswords, it doesn't really work properly, and it just compounds the problem. But I would have loved to have seen a system where you take 2 of the legendary weapons. You need to make both maces, for example, and then separate quests to make that into an even more legendary weapon. But unfortunately, that doesn't really work with a number of them.
Wasn't there some discussion about that possibly happening, or did I just make that up?
I remember talking something about it. I can't remember what it was that we were saying.
The knockbacks are. I'm gonna rip this guy's heart out. He's annoying the hell out of me.
I had the really crap idea of like, if you combined 4 precursors that were the same in the forge, you got one that's a different color, and then when you make the legendary with that different color precursor, the legendary
a shiny
like
precursor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Pokemon. Like you get shinies. So like you put like 4 Teeth of Frostfang in the forge, and it's like a red one or something, and then you have this weird like fire kind of fang or something.
Fire
instead.
fang.
It'd be stupidly expensive and ridiculous, but like,
but
hey,
it'd be the
it's a little
shiny
bit of prestige.
version, yeah.
Exactly, it'd be quite cool.
Wow, couldn't jump there. GG.
I'm coming to get you, mate. Sorry.
I'm in lava.
I'll come down. I'll come down and get you when the danger is past.
I like when you're defeated now. If you have a revive orb, there's an option.
Oh, I love the
lava
revive
is
orb
just like,
changes.
Yeah, I need to run back, unfortunately.
Teleport to friend.
That's
no teleport to friend.
That's something
Not
that's
using
a little
it.
bit that I found a little bit weird about this portion of the map. There's like a massive expanse with no waypoint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. I mean, I
don't particularly.
You can get there super quickly with the mastery, though.
Some people really like that, though. Less waypoints means.
Plus, it makes sense, right? If the Zora were the people that put the waypoints up, then they wouldn't want to get too close to this place, you know?
His shield's about.
I always wondered that about Bloodstone Fang.
Yeah.
They put the waypoints up really fast.
Yeah. The fast little workers.
Time to do some real damage.
But he even tells you in the story, like, yeah, we don't go over that area. It's too dangerous.
You don't go to Ravenholm.
Right.
Why does this take so long, dude?
This boss takes so long.
Like, really? Like, we've been here for ages.
Yeah.
And he's about to phase as well. Oh no, he didn't phase.
Why doesn't Grumby just move, man? He'd be halfway across Tyrion by now.
Still waiting for Magic Knight at the next specialization. Maybe.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if we seen Sword main hand for the next elite specialization for
Elemental.
for elementalists, just because it was such a big thing this time,
Yeah.
and then when people found out that it wasn't sword, they were like,
No,
Yeah.
like
if I
if,
do this to
Wasn't there
ArenaNet,
stuff data
my
mined as
sword.
well, though?
well, because
There was,
it was because it was data mined and people got, oh my god, Gav. It's sort of, it's like people like believed the hype and believed information that wasn't confirmed. So as far as I'm concerned, it's their own damn fault. And just because people had expectations of something that was going to happen because of falsely, you know, of outdated information or whatever, ArenaNet shouldn't have to pander to that.
Yeah, fair enough, but then there's the whole theory that maybe because it was data mined that they changed just so it would be a surprise.
I mean, it's part
or
of the
something.
development process, right? They probably considered it at some point.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they decided
They would have done.
not the best idea.
But the thing is, it wouldn't have been able to be an arbitrary change, because while Warhorn has 2 skills. Oh no, wait, if it was going to be offhand sword.
Yeah, it depends whether it's main hand or offhand. I think most players probably want a main hand, but I don't know. I love this idea right here. You kill the boss, this little rock platform appears, and you can get the mastery point.
And an updraft appears. That's how you can get this armored, the boot over
for the
here.
story.
Oh god, I'm stuck. Hang on.
Then you guys become enemies.
I'm supposed to glide up and get this. There's some kind of tablet here too.
Yeah, this is Mersat lore.
See, I don't know. I don't want to click on the tablet right now because I want to sit and read and digest that information, and I'm burning to death. Okay.
Do you know what? I'd love it if like when you clicked this lore stuff,
Not enough energy.
that it actually kind of like you could read it in your inventory, or you could read it in the achievement.
Yeah, they did that in Bloodstone Fen, but
yeah,
not.
they made the books.
But not here.
Yeah.
Found a glove and a boot. Just laying about.
Yeah, I saw that, Nox.
Time to
That
do
was in
some
the AMA that they were ready to change stuff because of the insider trading.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's
I'm
pretty
glad
cool.
Okay, cool. See ya.
And yeah, the AMA said that they want to release a
what's
new
that?
map with every episode.
Yeah, they want to try to.
They want to try.
Why does a little green hand appear above my head?
I'm targeting you for assistance.
That is the new targeting thing.
How the heck did you? Don't we have to go up the middle for this one at the top?
On the left
No,
here,
you
there's
can-
stairs. That's the easiest way
What?
to get up.
You are joking me. It took me like an hour to get up.
It took me a while to find these stairs, but yeah, over here.
Wow.
Always come back to these stairs.
I went straight through the middle.
Way to
It
go.
took forever.
Cripple for days.
You're supposed to explore the map, damn it!
I have 20 gold right now, and I feel rich as hell.
Hey, this guy's red. Can I kill him? No.
No.
That's disappointing.
It's cool though. Like I was actually kind of hoping that maybe that would become an item that we could use to make us enemies, and that way you could have like jewels in the open world or something. That'd be awesome.
Well, what would happen is you'd have one person who just really killed
Hates
everybody
everyone.
else.
Yeah, just go into like Queen's.
Camp people trying to do the story.
I think it'd be a cool idea, but yeah, I don't know.
Wait for me.
All right, so now we have to go up the center of this volcano, or you said there's stairs?
The stairs at the
So now-
side.
I'm still missing one.
Also, make sure you have your your special action key ready.
My special action key.
Your special action key.
That's better. Okay, ow! For God's sake.
Esports.
Oh my god, these things will
Sports.
cripple on you forever.
Yeah, the
How was that
CC is
fun?
amazing, dude.
I'm literally not fighting anything. I'm just
I'm
avoiding
trying
all
not
of
to.
them. I
Everything's
just
fighting
put
me.
my just put my glint on and away I go. See you later. See ya,
Okay,
suckers.
bye.
I'm out of here.
Oh, you have to fly. Oh, have you guys got the armor chest?
I'm coming there now.
I'm at the Illuminati door.
Alright. I gotta return to
I
Grumpy.
think. Hold on. It says I want to go below. Oh, they're all chasing me. That's not good.
Oh wait, I've not got the helmet yet. I'm gonna set Ink. Stay there.
Ink,
stay where?
Peachy, it says. Oh right, okay, that's.
I don't know where to go. It says it's below me.
Fight me, dude.
I don't have any. You don't have any skills when you have all the armor on.
Oh, and
Fight me, bro.
now I have no skills. Is this a good
skill, mate?
I mean, is this a good thing, really?
Yeah, because
all the monsters in this area.
Well, the jade armor are friendly to you once you have the armor on. Makes it much easier.
My immune to everything.
Yeah. These
well, they just don't attack you.
They think you're a Mersat.
Oh, I get it. They think I'm a Mersat. Wow, I'm a very.
You appear to me as an enemy, but
I'm a malnourished Mersat. I need some food.
I'm missing my wings.
So now I think you guys can go through the.
I think the Mersat's legs are all atrophied because they're not used to running around. They just float. Alright, Grumpy. Oh, well, that's very nice of you. So I actually don't mind the armor collection thing too much. I kind of wish we got to keep it.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. But just a little consumable that you could wear around here would be awesome.
Inks, you can keep it for the princely sum of 700.
Yeah, I know. They need to put stuff in the gem store. I know.
But if the kind of outfit was an item that had like a mechanical function like this, I think it would be quite cool.
I don't know.
And maybe it would unlock like different Mersat areas that were hidden throughout Tyria that we never knew were there or something. That'd be awesome.
I'm not won over with the idea of Mersat stuff floating around the game. Like,
I love the idea of them. Well, I love the idea of all the ancient races, to be fair, but.
Oh.
No.
I absolutely love the idea of them, but I don't know, like wearing Mersat robes as you play the game. I think it's a little bit.
I don't like that.
It's interesting that what we see of the Mersat is not really the Mersat. It's just their armor, right?
Oh yeah.
So we don't know what do they actually look like.
I just think it's weird, and it's such an iconic. I don't know. I understand it's just like a cash-up item, but
it's. I tell you what, it's a very cool looking armor though.
Yeah.
It's a very cool looking
I'm very thin though. Look how thin I am. Like.
I think my jobblies are a bit low.
Okay,
I mean on the model, not. You know, I'm supported.
What are you doing, Corvus?
I'm flying around. You guys go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
Hey there.
Ooh,
entrance.
I can master thermal propulsion.
Yay. We walk in, and that almost broke my computer. The cutscene, it didn't like that cutscene. Is it playing sound?
No,
it's just music.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I got no audio.
Corvus got that too. Yeah, it's just ominous music.
So we turn the lava off.
Yeah. All that.
This is how geology works, boys and girls. You can just turn the volcano off.
Return to Robon.
Robon. Oh, what is it? Scratches on the ground.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Something heavy was dragged into the fissure. The fissure of woe?
Whoa!
That's
it's not. No, there's
I think that cutscene's bugged because I just heard somebody say Robon in my left ear at the very end.
Because I was talking to. So this isn't. So this is just a tiny little room.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything special about it.
Well, it's a cool cutscene.
Oh, this little fissure right here. I see. So something heavy was dragged into there by the.
Yeah.
And Mersat had a little cooking pot here. Like somebody else was here, obviously, right?
I think we're gonna go into the support.
Oh, dwarves. Okay, dwarves were here because this is a little dwarf. You see the flag?
Yeah.
I can't get back in now.
Symbol?
Damn.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Okay. The dwarves were camping out here.
Stop doing that.
Cool.
How do I do that?
Shift T. You can do it on enemies and people who are down and whatever.
So where are we supposed to go now? Way back over to the Scritt. Oh, alright, back to the dwarf head. Gotcha.
Gotcha, man. So that cutscene would have been really cool if I had had audio for it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
I wonder if it's maybe to do with a party thing, because when I did it, I was in a party too.
Yeah, I've never tried it solo.
I feel good.
I like that you can get minis here as well. These people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard. Story time.
Robot. Oh, my game crashed again.
Oh, you're lost. I'm tripping.
Tripping mad balls.
Oh gosh, we're flying. Oh,
where
we
are we
just crashed.
flying to, Inks? Where are we flying to?
This guy is the worst at flying. What is that? Oh, it's the egg. It's a Kinder egg. What's inside?
Now, watch. Can you see the vines on screen?
Ooh, crystals.
I
didn't see the vines
on screen. Anyway, the vines on screen. Trust me.
Alright.
Theories.
Chill.
No, you chill.
Man.
I'm chilled.
Chill out, man.
I'm chilled.
Chill.
Can I watch that again?
Wow. Crashed
Nope.
again.
Nope.
I'm gonna eat some mushrooms. Hold on.
You can talk to him to get some more lore, though, which is worth it for sure.
Friend. So that was a pretty cool cutscene. I like that one.
It was, yeah.
A vision.
I wish I could
No
rewatch it.
audio for me, though.
No, there was no audio. I didn't hear anything. Were you supposed to hear stuff?
I think there was meant to be sound effects and stuff, but I didn't hear anything when I did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just music and sound effects.
Oh, and then you can come and talk to him, and there's all kinds of lore. Okay, I'll talk to him later.
He talks about some stuff. It's quite good. Nothing super.
U.S. Customs took all the Kinder eggs. Yeah, I know. It's funny because, like, in Canada, like, I can literally, there's a store in my building. I can go downstairs and buy all the Kinder eggs I want. All of them.
Hey, guys.
But in the
Guess
US,
which
Oh
meta's
no!
just started.
No, Alex, I was worried about that, dude.
What?
we have to go to rear.
Yeah, but the meth is up. No, it's fine. We just go to the Peachy Guild Hall and we can leave from there to get underneath. Just exit to Arc through the Guild Hall.
Rythan said that they got sound in all the cutscenes. All right.
The Isles are downright peaceful.
Yeah, I got
Guess
sound
you
in all the
found all of the
cutscenes.
contraptions, huh? Of course,
See,
it
maybe
won't be
I don't
long
know.
until the torrent builds again.
Oh, of course, we can just run out of the door, can't we?
Yeah.
Hey,
So how do we get to the Guild Hall? How do I get to your Guild
got
Hall?
this faraway look.
You should be able
Join
to
you?
right-click and join, maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe I can go to the Guild Hall and then join you?
Such a nice Guild Hall.
Lost Precipice is better though. I still think it's better. Although I do like what the guild has done with the place, Peachy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the decoration.
That is mostly Dr. What? Sailor Spidey.
Thanks
Have you
so
seen
much.
Have you seen Dr. Spidey's?
I have not seen his guild hall yet.
Have you seen Sailor Spidey's guild? Oh, you have to go in his
No.
guild hall. His personal guild hall is insane. I cannot join you. Why can I not join you?
All right.
I just
Okay,
had a
so we're
vision.
going to the guild hall.
A pretty.
Well, if you're just in the Gilded Hollow, then just exit through the front door.
You're not the boss
Yeah.
of me.
Oh yes, I am.
Can't use the guild hall. The door is locked.
The door's locked.
Door's locked.
Oh, is it it's because Tyr is active.
It's not
No
locked
way,
to me.
is that way.
Alright.
I just went through. It was fine.
I'm sure you
Oh.
can do it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's fine. I think.
Where am I supposed to go exactly?
Oh no, here we go. Yeah, I'm free.
I don't remember where to go
It's
either.
just to where the egg was. So like, imagine you drop down into the underground bit. It's just the bit on the right there.
There's a door here I can't get through though.
It's because Tyr is active. I think. I'm gonna stop saying that now because I'm quite obviously wrong. Yes. Oh,
I
no,
have my
wait.
backpack on.
Oh, I think I'm right. Am I right? Am I right?
I do remember reading.
You can't. I've done
somebody
it before, but maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right.
I was reading
So
on
we
Reddit
just-
that this actually worked, but now
Yeah,
we just have to
same
sit
here.
and wait. We have to wait for the event to be over, basically.
I just
Yeah,
did
16
anyone else
minutes,
have
guys.
the music cue to when I think it's when Fowlin's chasing you in the story?
I've got some
No.
music now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just
can't
have
get
the
through
typical.
You don't go to tree, you go to the egg. Well, yeah, we're not
Yeah,
supposed
but we
go
need to get to
room,
the
but-
egg.
Well,
You need to go underneath to get to the egg.
Because at the moment, turret is active, so we can't get in.
right.
Hang on, should we see if we
That's a good guild name, that.
It goes
What, sorry?
to
Use
use
the
the,
tel- oh.
teleport.
Derp.
What was it?
There we go.
What do we do?
Where-
What do we
where-
do?
I don't know how
Where
to
we go?
navigate
Where we
down
go?
here.
What do we do? Oh, right. Yeah, but we can't do anything here, dude.
So we can't go through
Yeah.
this door. Oh, what? We gotta do the meta?
There isn't a teleport anywhere else, is there?
That says the other one. The other
The
one.
other. Is there another teleport?
Unless
They might
that's
have
just delayed
They
chat,
might have been
maybe.
talking to me, trying to get through that
Is
last
that-
door.
Oh wait,
See-
where does this go, guys? Maybe there's another way out here.
But
Or
what
is this
does
just a-
active mean?
Taru is awake, but also active.
Alright, no,
Hey,
this is-
Ken3, how you doing, man?
No, this is just
It's been
just a pointless freaking room.
I don't know if I've ever even been here.
That is true.
You can buy this from this friendly Nuoc vendor.
Which New York vendor? What are you talking about?
Well, there's supposed to be a vendor here. He usually is, maybe because Tarir is active, he's not here.
Oh, yeah.
Should you just go multi-looting?
No.
Damn it.
I hate this. I've done this event so many times. I'm really
Have you done it enough times to get the achievement, Corvus?
No, actually, I haven't.
Then you haven't done it enough times.
Fair enough.
So you gotta do the. I don't know. I don't like this either. You're stopping me from doing the story.
That's
Tarir.
yeah.
And I know that, like, okay, just wait 20 minutes and it's over, but it's like, but I don't want to. I just want a story.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what's great at the moment? At the moment, there isn't a single Auric Basin map on LFG because everyone's in Bloodstone Fen.
There's nothing we can do here either because there's no one on this map.
So
we
we
just have to wait for it
till
to
it
fail.
fails.
Even if we made one side succeed, we still have to wait like 15 minutes. There's nothing we can do.
So let's talk about the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get to hear. Alex had some thoughts on the circus coming to town.
What are they doing there? Like,
It's so weak. There's no reason for it.
They will have just made a weapon set and been like.
I understand that they were shipwrecked. I get that. But
where were they going to?
To the island. They heard that there was
We have
rare
to go back to
creatures
the
for their
island.
circus.
But
it's just like going to get King Kong, the whole King Kong
Well,
thing, right?
if you
go to
talk
Kong
to
Island.
if you talk to Ivy outside of the story, she says that they were shipwrecked there. They've been there for a long time and they can't leave because their boat is trash. She actually asks you, "Do you have a boat? Did you come here on a boat so we can leave?" But they just kind of set up
okay.
shop here because they couldn't leave.
That's the thing. Where are they gonna get business from?
I know.
It's
Well,
There's all
yeah.
kinds of
I don't
people
think
there
so.
now.
I don't think they were setting up a circus though.
They were setting up the circus. There's tents on Huntery
Yeah,
places.
but they're probably just trying to use what they have to build a home if they're stranded, right?
Right, which they did. Yeah.
Right.
But she was trying to sell you tickets.
Because they
It's
need to
like-
raise-
Well,
It's
They're
like
desperate, right?
to use Inks's analogy, it's like going to the island where King Kong was, only
Right.
to set up the circus
right,
on
yeah.
the
well,
island once you've got
Right.
King Kong instead of taking him home.
Well, they got stranded there. What else are you supposed to do, right?
Not set up a circus. Focus on getting home.
And she even
There's
she
even a little girl. There's a little girl named Lava there you can talk to. She was born on the island, or it leads you
Oh,
to
wow.
believe she was born on the island.
Yeah, Calamari is exactly right. There is an Azura gate on the island.
Well, that's what we tell her.
Well,
We say
now
there's
there
an
is.
right there now there is because she says, "Do you have a boat so we can get back? Because if we can go back to Lion's Arch, we can make tons of money because there's people there." And you actually, the player character actually tells her there's an Azura gate. It's kind of unstable. We don't know how long it's going to last, but there is one. And she's like, "Well, I don't know if we can get all of our stuff through the Azura gate." So that's why they want a boat.
I mean, bringing the sloth through and stuff. Plus, I mean, I know right now it's tuned to Rathanovus as well. So.
Right.
The problem is there's a little bit of an inconsistency there, right? But they've been trapped there for, like somebody said, the 8-year-old girl. I don't know how old the girl is.
Right. Yeah.
Let's say 8. They've been trapped there for at least 8 years or so. They decided, well, we're trapped here, so we might as well set up a circus anyway, I guess. I don't know.
Who's gonna buy tickets?
Nobody.
Nobody's
They didn't know what else to do. They were shipwrecked. I'm just surprised they're not dead.
Tickets too, though.
Each other. I don't know.
Hey, they had to make the best of a bad situation.
Exactly.
I'm willing to suspend my disbelief for a lot of things, Peach.
It's a bit
But
odd.
Mate, are you telling me
not one of them.
if you got shipwrecked on a volcanic island like that with barely any life on it, are you seriously telling me you wouldn't form a circus?
Set up a circus.
I
take
take
all
it
the flies.
What do they eat? I guess they go fishing.
Slublings.
I had somebody to talk to.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean,
we're making 1,000 gold from random people. Yeah, they don't need to go back to LA.
Yeah. Weirdly, in our turret, Octavine South is the one that's making the most.
What the hell?
You go, Octavine South.
Surely there's a way to break out of this map or something.
Yeah, this is so. This sucks.
Oh, this swindler guy. I have to. I'm wondering if Peter Freeze put that in there.
Oh yeah, the 50. Let me do a magic trick with 50 copper.
Yeah. Just keeps taking your money.
Surprise! It's not. It's only 50 copper.
Yeah.
Give me your gold, and I'll do a magic.
We'll find out the next episode he's dead somehow, and that's it.
Ooh,
like Peter, you can't just keep taking a gold from everybody. All right, 50 copper. Okay.
I'm a little disappointed that the circus weapons is just a gold sink and not. It would have been cool
so
if it was like. It would have been cool if it was a circus tickets. Oh, collection with circus tickets, right? So you have to want to go do the circus events to earn circus tickets to earn the weapon. That I like. What I don't like is 1,300 plus gold plus circus tickets to get like the gold sink is ridiculous for exotic weapons.
Yeah,
it's pretty crappy.
But it's I guess the argument is that it's the skin, even though I don't.
Yeah, but
quite buy into
I
it.
mean, jeez,
should be a collection or something.
There are the completionists out there who'll.
Of course, and there's some people who are gonna like particular weapons. You'll buy particular ones. But there's no collection, although they could add a collection later, arguably.
Yeah, I think it's strange that they didn't just add that though. Like, it seemed pretty like a no-brainer really to me. To add a collection with a title, maybe not as cool as I'm Rich, but something.
At least it isn't a gem item. I guess like there's a flip side that it's not in the gem store.
Yeah. But it's a crap set that costs way more than all of the Black Lion ones. They're not flashy at all. I just think it sucks that oh yeah, there's a whole weapon set that's not in the gem store, but it's really plain.
That's what, and I was under the impression
if it was even comparable to a Black Lion set, it would have been cooler. But you can't even compare them because it's just a generic set of skins, honestly, in my opinion.
I mean, they're okay, but like they're really expensive.
Yeah.
There's no collection, and while they didn't say it was going to be like rewards for like dropped in the world, but they didn't say that it wasn't just, I mean, it's just you buy them from a vendor. Like when they said there's an entire weapon set available only in that map, I kind of expected it to be random drops, or you get them by, the hardened wood or whatever it is.
Yeah,
the petrified wood. Maybe.
Or even like a silver waste
you
system.
build up those and
yeah.
Right, it's like a silver waste system, but just buying them for straight gold from a vendor. Sure, you can do the tickets for a little bit of a discount, but I don't know.
It's just a gold sink.
And so I 100% agree. Like there's karma sinks in this map, which I think is fantastic. Yeah. And I actually wouldn't mind if I had to pay a ton of karma plus circus tickets to get these weapons. But gold is just this universal thing in Guild Wars 2 where everything is gold, 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 gold. Just give me gold. Everything you do in the game is gold, right? I wanted do other things to earn it rather than just, I'll go multi-loot and I'll come back when I have the money.
Yeah.
Or whatever the most profitable thing is to do, right?
Yeah. I do like that the heart quests brought back some karma sinks.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Me too. Because I totally forgot about the whole aspect of hearts. The fact that they unlock a vendor. And so like when I did it, I was like, oh yeah, there's a vendor, cool. I can't wait to see what they sell and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a cool thing, and the fact that they're repeatable and you have to repeat them if you want to use the vendor, it's quite genius.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that aspect a lot. There's not only are there desirable things on those vendors, but even some perhaps less desirable things like the amulets and stuff, they all have flavor text, which is really nice. So there's that.
It's so cool.
What's going on?
We've got six minutes.
6 minutes. There's a little. They're using they're a frog with a witch hat. That's a cool little costume thing transformation. Super cool. I can't wait till Halloween, dude.
I'm so excited about Halloween.
Oh god, that's next month, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. Not long.
You
It might
already
even
bought
only
the
be a couple
triple
weeks.
karma
away.
buff for Ember Bay.
Yeah, you can buy that from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a bug I think
first.
right now where if
really?
you, because the price for it is supposed to go up every time you buy it. You
Oh.
can buy it 3 times. But if you buy 3 at once, it'll take all the karma and stuff, but it'll only apply it once.
Oh.
So just be careful. If you wanna spend it on get all 3, then you should do it individually.
How much karma do I even have? Oh, I have less than 1 million.
I have
952,000.
I have 50k. That's it. I went in with hardly any. I can't even afford one of the minis.
Well, the minis are what, 100k each?
Yeah.
It's not
It's
bad. That's good.
105. Yeah.
See, I like that. I like the large karma sinks because karma is basically otherwise useless in the game, right? So I actually like that the karma sinks are there for a number of things. But,
And some of them are functional, like the gathering tools that lets you gather the unbound magic.
Right.
And each that's only on one vendor. Each vendor has something different, so you have to go around and do all the hearts. It encourages you to go around the map and do stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get more hearts in future maps?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so, but I hope they're not so tied to the story. I hope the story doesn't kind of force us to go around and do this heart busy work.
On the other hand, it teaches the players how to do the hearts. Although there's an argument to be made that you could just kill stuff to complete all the hearts anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a. I don't want
always going to be a thing.
I don't want to
If you
say it's a
can't-
cop out, but
Well, if you let's take an example of a heart where you can't kill stuff, like the one where you have to stealth your way around in the one char map. You got to stealth yourself around and activate flags. That is usually one of the more annoying ones for players, right? So when you remove the kill aspect to a lot of them, players get kind of annoying. Get kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap map because maybe the one I
see what's
swapped
going
to is empty.
I'm gonna stay here just in case. It's maybe got a longer time.
No!
Oh, it's open. Mine's open. Mine's open.
Is it open?
Okay. Going on.
Yeah. Oh, and this map completed. This map completed. Let's get our chests, boys and girls. Screw the story. I want loot.
Sweet.
By the way, when I completed Turret, I only ever opened the grand chests.
Yeah, I think that's pretty.
I don't see the point in opening even the great ones.
Correct.
I mean, they're great, but they're just
no
not
point.
grand.
They're great. They're just not grand.
Yeah, there's literally no point to open anything with the large round ones.
Another personal victory.
Oh, I got a hero's choice chest.
Oh my god.
God.
Why am I crashing like crazy? I never have this problem. Today I've crashed like 6 times.
Okay, everyone in chat donate to Peachy so she can buy a PC. And your computer.
This never happens. Even
PC's
before I
better than
opened,
mine.
even
It's not
before
bad.
I opened
Everyone donate
Skype,
to Inks.
it
Okay.
was crashing. Just
It's so weird that it's.
Everyone
you're
donate to
crashing
me.
that much.
Help me pay my
Alex,
mortgage.
you don't need anything. Shut up.
I do. I'm living on my own.
You need a better internet connection. I'll give you that.
I need a better internet. Do you know what? I told BT that their internet was crap the other day, and do you know what they said? You tried resetting your router.
Oh my god. That's why I don't even call. Like, I've had all these disconnects and stuff and drops, and I don't even call because they're not going to tell me anything useful.
Yeah,
they're not going to do anything.
What are they going to do?
They're not going to do anything.
I actually have a funny story. So as many people know, I generally work through the night. Like, I sleep during the day a lot of times, unless I actually have to go to actual work. When I'm making videos and stuff, because when I record voiceover, it's impossible, generally speaking, because of there's roadwork construction and there's lots. I live near a school, so the children are screaming literally all day long. No, I don't know how children can scream 24/7, but anyway. But there was last month, for whatever reason, I was losing my connection every single night at 3 or 4 in the morning. And I got sick of it. So I finally called up and I said, this is ridiculous. Why, are you guys doing maintenance every night? Like, why do I keep losing it? So, of course, it goes to, like, a third-party call center, not even a real company. He tries to walk me through a billion steps where it's like, turn it off and on, and go in here and reset this, and go to this page and reset that. And I'm like, I can do all of this, but you realize there's no internet light. The light is out. There's no internet connection. He's like, yeah, that's fine. Just do all this stuff. So I did it, and of course the internet didn't work because there's no connection, which I tried explaining to him 5 times. And he's like, huh, well, I don't know what to do. I've tried everything I know. He says, I'll have a technician come out and they'll call you in the morning. So I was on the phone for like 2 hours with him. So I finally hang up, and I knew he wasn't really, I just wanted them to say, like, they were going to reset the connection or something. He didn't do any of that. So anyway, I hang up the phone probably about a half, and I start to work on other stuff offline. About a half hour later, the internet comes back, and it just starts working again. Wonderful. He calls me at like 4:30 a.m. to let me know that my internet is back on. And I'm like, you do realize it's 4:30 in the morning, and like, just woke my wife up, the house up, probably my neighbors. Like, he's like, oh, is it 4:30 there? Because it's like whatever time it was, wherever he was. And I was like,
wow.
He's like, well, he says, I guess you don't need the technician now since it's working. And I said, no. No, I don't need the technician. Thanks.
Oh my god.
So I'll cancel that for you.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, man. Thanks for all the help, dude.
Thanks for calling me at 4:30 in the morning. I mean, it's luckily I don't sleep at 4:30 in the morning. But for everybody else, my wife like comes out as soon as I hang the phone up, and she's like, "Who the hell just called us at 4:30 in the morning?"
Wanted to know if our internet was working.
Tech support.
I said he just called to let me know that my internet is working. Thanks.
Sorry, guys, were you waiting for me?
Shiny.
No.
Oh no.
I'm going that area now.
Still getting my chests. I just got back in game.
Bum, 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 bum. Thanks, ISB. Yeah. And unfortunately, like the area I live in Canada, there's only 2 ISB choices.
Oh, that's.
And neither one of them were very good. As far as customer service and stuff goes. So
Here, there's loads of options, but they're pretty much all terrible, I think.
I will.
It's the new internet.
We'll wait for Peachy to get here. Right.
Give me 1 sec.
What's the best internet provider up in Scotland, Corvus?
To be honest, at least in my area, Sky are apparently really good. Okay. But the problem with Sky is that you have to pay extra for the kind of, the TV you have to pay for as well, basically. You can't just go for internet on its own.
Oh, that sucks. It's like a package or nothing.
Well?
Yeah, because they were primarily like a company that sells, all millions of channels and all this junk, like cable or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But then they have this broadband thing you can do too, but you have to buy, even if it's just like a basic package, you need it to get the broadband. You can't just do internet on its own and stuff. But there's a bunch of them that are okay. It's just, I don't know. And also it changes so much depending on what area you live in. Obviously further up north, it's like, just give up, man.
In Australia,
it's not very different here. The company I'm with, Bell, they're the same way. They constantly are trying to sell me TV, and every couple months they call and they're like, we have a special package, a special deal just for you. just for me and the other millions of people that you service.
Yeah.
And when I tell them like, well, I tell them no, I don't need TV. I'm fine with just internet. And they're always like shocked and astonished, right? They're like, well, who do you get your cable TV from? I'm like, nobody. Why do I need TV? I have the internet. And they're like,
download it.
But
they're like,
you're not 18. You don't know how to do that.
They're like,
Granddad.
But who services your cable? Nobody. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in years.
Are you saying that no one services your cable?
No,
no one services your
cable.
No one services your cable.
My husband doesn't have a credit card, and whenever he like tells the companies that, or he had one and he called to cancel it, and they're like, oh, well, what other company did you go with besides us? And he's like, none. I don't have one.
The door's going. Back in a second.
And they just they didn't understand. They're like, but so what credit card do you have? He's like, I don't have one. He's like, how do you pay for things? It's like cash. Like they couldn't understand someone who didn't have.
I'm the same way. I have.
Card.
It's gonna sound terrible, but I have one credit card that has an extremely low balance that's paid off.
Mine.
And they're like, oh, we'll just put it on your credit card. And it's like, no, I can't. It's not that high of a balance on purpose. Like, I don't understand. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean you don't want cable?
Yeah, it's so. Yeah. See, we don't have any TV at all here in my house. Like, we don't even pay for a license for it or anything. We just use things like Netflix and stuff instead because it's just so much easier. There's no point.
Loot.
Like, even for the basic like 3-channel TV, it's like 50 quid a year or something like that, which isn't that much at all. But like, there's just no point. We never use it when you've got things like Netflix or whatever else. Like, it's cheap. Well, it just makes more sense.
I'm ready, by
it's
the
the same
way,
thing
when
with.
Alex gets back.
Okay, there's the same thing with telephones, right? So, I have a cell phone which has a very, very limited plan, and the cell phone itself is a piece of crap. So I hardly ever use it unless I really need to. And my main phone is through Magic Jack. So you pay like once a year, however much it is, and I can call anywhere in North America, which pretty much everybody I know lives in North America. So that works for me. And the same with the cable. They'll call you up and say, you don't have a house phone. Do you want a telephone? I'm like, no, I don't need a telephone. But how do you talk to people? Well, you see, the device you're talking to me on right now goes through the internet.
What?
Like, you're talking to me on the phone right now. Yes, I don't have a telephone with you. I don't need a telephone. It's fine. I don't need a landline. You know. They just are like, I don't understand. How do you talk to people? Well, I'm talking to you right now. What do you mean? How do I talk to people? Like, because I have the cell phone through them, so they know I have a cell phone. But they know that it's got like 300 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
All right, we're ready.
Hey, we're ready.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see the box to tick. Hang on.
There we go. I actually told the guy one time, I'm like, well, nobody likes me anyway. There's nobody for me to talk to. What about family? No, I have no family. They're all dead. Everybody is dead. No family. It's just me. And they're like, well, that's very sad. Yeah, it is. It's a shame. All right, Ruka.
Let's do this.
Commander, thank Glint. We tried to get word to you. I contacted your friends to see if they could locate you too.
The egg called to me. Is everything okay?
Yes, most okay. It's hatching, Commander. Glint's second scion will soon be here.
We should get inside. Marjorie and... Keith. You called Keith too?
I wasn't called, but I was nearby and word spread fast. This is very exciting.
Where's Rytlock? I thought he was with you.
He's indisposed. Ruka, can we all go in?
I'm sorry, but you're still the only one attuned to the chamber. The magical barrier will not allow us.
Great. I'll just stay out here with the glowy guy.
It will give us a chance to catch up, Marjorie.
Don't be gone too long, Commander.
Before we move on, what the hell? What just happened?
Well, basically, I think we're all still a little bit annoyed with Keith.
Everyone still hates Keith.
With the egg.
Everybody still hates Keith.
Yeah.
She just
Marjorie
just called her the glowy guy, the glowy one. What did she say?
Guy, she's trying to have Taimy's humor and it failed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we come here. Keith just happens to be wandering nearby and shows up. Why is Marjorie here?
Because plot.
Because
what plot?
This is what happens. This is my entire problem with episode 2. That the reason for development is plot. There is no kind of like
We haven't. She wasn't available for the freaking Fire Island, but she's here for the egg.
Yeah.
Right.
And where is Casimir? She's still having relationship problems and sitting at home eating chocolate. Like,
yeah, there's like
on?
no mention of Casimir at all.
Yeah, Cass isn't in this whatsoever. Not even a reference. And yeah, I don't know. I guess you sent word when you had that vision or something, and that's why Marjorie turned up. And then Keith just heard it because overheard or something.
She
and
had a
decided to come
feeling
too.
because she was nearby.
Man, it's just so weird. And this is like, so I feel like we're in the hospital right now. We're just giving birth to a baby. Nobody, you guys, you can't come in. Only you. Only one person.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else stay outside.
Only you, Inks, except all 4 of us.
And your friends, Inks and his friends.
Yeah. You're the only one attuned with the egg. And these guys.
And Meow Say Tongue as well.
Yeah,
Can we
exactly.
even talk to her? No, we can't talk to anybody.
No.
They're gonna sit out here and bond, which they won't because Marjorie is racist. Anyway.
It's cool.
Is she Slavari racist?
I mean, the door just opens. It's a giant freaking door.
No, you can't go in.
Like, what the hell? Come on.
Okay, this is kind of cool though. This whole instance.
Yeah. This is a very lovely room. I wish that, like, if this had been part of the Gilded Hollow Guild Hall, this room, I would have been well up for. But this is the centerpiece to your guild hall. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Here we go. Right. I want to talk about what the dragon looks like.
I hear nothing.
Really?
I hear some music. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Do you see how?
Oh, it's a magical moment.
Shh. Alex, fuck up. What a dog.
Wow. It's like the alien movie.
Commander, the chamber.
Something's
wrong.
Don't you think it looks half crystal, half jungle dragon? Because if you look at it, because if you look at it, if you look at the face, those little kind of, almost like kind of like tails on the side. If you look just behind her jaw, that's the same kind of motif that you see on the mouth of Voldemort's dragon.
Yeah, you're right, dude. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, it's
well,
quite
it absorbed
similar.
the magic. Must have influenced it.
That's true, it did. Yeah. Maybe it can bring Belinda back from the death.
Well.
Now let's do something important with our time.
Okay, let's do this, boys.
All right. Let's tell these destroyers they're not allowed in here because they're not attuned to the egg.
Mate, only we are tuned to the egg, dude.
Only we are allowed in here. And destroyers.
Even Keith wasn't allowed in here, man.
Glad
You
Marjorie
guys are
and
gonna
Keith
come
have
in?
come to help us now that apparently it's not working. Anyway. So critical. We're such a bunch of critical bastards. Don't enjoy anything, just criticize it the entire time it's going on.
The first time I did this, it was really fun. Though I do have a problem with the baby.
Pick up the pustules. Pick up the pustules.
Got it. Somebody's got it.
I got it, dude. I got it, dude.
And then you can throw it back, guys.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. Yeah, there's an achievement to do it without dying. There's also achievement doing it without the shield going down below half health.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Which I did first time as well.
Yeah, I
not
did
dying,
too.
but I didn't get the achievement for it.
Well, there was something else about pustules, though.
Oh,
Throw
yeah,
the pustules at the destroyers or something.
Yeah, if you throw the pustules at the destroyers, you also get an achievement for not letting any to not let any of them go off near if you don't let any of the pustules go off, you also get an achievement. And it's like no bombs allowed.
Oh, where is it? There's a pustule.
Go get it!
Pick it up,
Sorry,
Get
I've got it. Go.
Take it away!
You can throw it at the ones.
Throw it something. Throw the dragon.
Yeah, there you go.
Throw the dragon at it.
Throw the dragon.
Don't throw it at the dragon?
No, throw the dragon. How to throw your dragon.
Dogs weren't happy.
Oh.
They just want to protect.
What was the dragon's name and how to train a dragon? Blackfang?
Toothless.
Toothless. Black
Can I just say?
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought as soon as I saw it. I said, toothless!
Oh shit.
There's too many of them!
Guys in the middle.
There's too many of them!
Don't you make me lose this achievement.
Leave immediately.
Sweet Chiefs.
I do not come with ill intentions.
Oh. Oh, look who it is.
Don't let the destroyers up those stairs. And give the dragon a wide berth, Lazarus. It would be a pity to have your second life be short-lived.
That threat.
Are we really
They're threatening Lazarus.
Yeah, I'm threatening Lazarus. Okay. What the hell? What is even happening?
You guys are so toxic.
I feel toxic, but
I feel triggered the fact that Lazarus is now a good guy.
Dead. Don't be triggered.
Supposedly.
Maybe he's not a good guy at all. Dude. No one thinks he's a good guy. Be real.
He's about to betray us any second now. Oh, he's over here now. That's fine. Thanks, Lazarus.
See, he's betraying us.
He's like, you thought this was your side. Nope. My side.
He stole my side, dude.
Right.
Oh.
You got it.
Stop
You
picking
got
on him!
Should probably just.
I'm just gonna range from the middle.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easiest. I'm lazy.
It's okay, Glint baby. I'm using Glint. Using your mother.
Channeling your mom.
That's such
what
a
your
slam.
mom said.
Channeling
Your mom says hi.
So many mom jokes.
The destroyer of Nope approaches.
I've got the target.
Oh dear.
Feel the fury.
Pustule.
Get it.
Get it.
Throw on.
Throw it on this
And then
guy.
you get the special action key too.
Oh yeah, special
I
action.
have
key
no
does-
idea what that special action does, but it looks cool.
It does loads of damage.
I don't have a key. I didn't get any special action key.
Yeah, when you throw the pustule, I think you get it. I think it triggers it.
Oh.
You see tree.
Wow, man, this guy's burning down way faster than it was when I did it.
I know, me too.
Oh. Get away from the bubble. Lazarus.
Oh.
Oh whoa.
Use Lazarus.
Pustule, dude. You got it. All these aura things. Shit, interrupted my heal skill, man. That's a good play, dude.
Would you like some heals?
Thanks, mate.
Oh.
Are you alright? Oh, Peach! Coming!
We got it.
Heals for days!
I do like
They're
that it's a destroyer of hope. I just don't think
another
Guild
pustule.
Wars 1.
Pustule somewhere. Where is it?
It's fine. Peach is
I am terrible at seeing the pustules, apparently. Wow, the egg is taking a lot of damage.
done.
Boom!
Hey!
Yeah, boy.
The problem is now, it actually tells you the name of the dragon before you find it out in the story when you get the achievement.
Maintain Aurene's shield.
We got held up outside.
Yeah, it didn't go underneath
Destroyers,
half.
but what's happening?
It's
get
done,
awesome.
Commander.
The barrier has been restored.
The scion of Glint is safe.
The scion.
Not until that Massat is out of here.
A Mersat. I've forgotten passed on tales of these creatures. I never thought I'd encounter one.
He's right. He's standing in the room with us.
Champion and shepherd.
But may I suggest purging this impurity directly?
Sure.
The Versat I was in the Tales of the Forgotten is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I have been reborn, and rising from the void brings with it a new perspective. We previously sought power through treacherous means, only to save ourselves when the dragons rose.
Corvus, what are you doing?
But now, I see we must all stand against the dragons to save everyone.
You hope to align yourself with me?
You have killed two, have you not? Our interests are the same.
They're not the same.
The fire dragon is right. I cannot stand idly by and repeat past mistakes. My actions since returning proved me a useful ally.
Like when you
got the
destroyed
target.
the Bloodstone.
The Bloodstone was destabilized by years of misguided White Mantle tinkering. I did absorb the blast to repower myself, but also, how many countless lives were saved?
What's the angle you're running? What's in an alliance for you?
The salvation of this world. The White Mantle is splintering. Those who follow Circus and those loyal to me. I can make them a force for good.
Mm-hmm.
Another spear in an army against the dragons.
This is the same accord the Versat struck with the Forgotten. Then, they simply broke their word and disappeared.
That was a cowardly act of self-preservation, and something I will not repeat.
You seem earnest enough, so I hope you'll understand when I tell you there's no way I can agree to this. I can't keep an eye on you at all times.
I have an idea, Commander. I'll do it. I'll dig into his claim. And if Lazarus is truly changed, we can reassess the situation.
I welcome any inquiries.
Oh, it'll be much more than that. I'm going to be embedded with you.
Oh, I bet she is.
Yeah. In bed
with
him. Damn.
It's like, Marjorie, can we talk?
Yeah.
Hold on. First of all, I gotta look at old Toothless here, who has teeth. And giant, adorable Azura eyes for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're right, it does have a very Mordremoth look to its face, right?
Yeah. The side of the head, that kind of Chinesey type of dragon.
Very cool.
It's cool. Apart from that, it's ugly as heck.
Think it's
I hate it. I hate it.
Leave it
alone.
It's cute.
Kind of adorable.
It's cute.
I'm
meant to be.
so disappointed though. I think it's so ugly.
Its wings could have been more crystally.
So do you think that the side of the mouth and the crystals, because Glint was once a champion of Kralkatork, do you think all of that is intentional? And like it absorbed Mordremoth's magic? I'm not sure where the Zaitan comes in. But
right now it's basically a gobbledygook baby, right? Goo
Right.
Gaga, gonna eat people.
So like,
maybe.
Right.
You know what?
Zaitan's wings.
Here's Marjorie right here. Marjorie, come back over here. The dragon needs to eat.
Well, Keith is right
party
there.
members one by one.
Yeah, no, I
like
think,
Keith.
I think these are Zaitan's wings with the claws on the end.
Are they?
Is Keith's armor a different color for you guys?
No.
It's sort of greeny.
The same greeny.
It's all green?
Can I talk
Because
to Lazarus?
I'm seeing a lot of different colors.
What's up, Lazarus?
You high again, Peach.
Bug. Yes, I
seen a
had
lot
some
of
more of those
colors,
shrooms
guys.
that gave me the visions.
We talked to the alien queen. Nope, nobody wants to
No,
talk to us.
nobody
doesn't
talks.
like
It's lame.
Except Marjorie, who I don't want to talk to.
What are you doing? He absorbed the Bloodstone's power. We obviously can't just easily put him down if his story doesn't check out.
He's touched death, Commander. And now he's back. There's something... The necromancer in me wants to find out more. And, who knows?
I buy
I
it.
can't let you do that. It could be a trap. It's probably a trap. It's almost certainly a trap.
It's a trap.
There's something about it.
It's
Makes
a
the
trap.
hair on the back of my neck stand up. And I can't tell if it's in a good way or a bad way. But I do plan to find out.
I hope this
I'm glad to be a
doesn't
part of
end up
Dragon's
her
Watch,
leaving Casimir
and I
for
appreciate you
Lazarus.
looking out for me. But I won't be told
She's
what
like,
I
ooh,
can
he
and
makes
what
my
I
hair
can't."
stand up the back of my neck.
Did she just say I won't be told what I can and can't do?
Yeah,
Wow.
she starts
Edgy.
defying us.
Edgy.
Jesus.
She's like,
So
edgy
she
lord.
starts
Tell
wearing
me.
black and listening to My Chemical Romance.
You're
It's
not
like
the boss of
Corvus
me.
when he was in season two.
You're not my boss.
I hate the way. See, like the Exalted and Lazarus, the animation's meant to be when they walk, it just looks silly because it's too slow for the animation. Like, look at his cloak.
Look how
like,
big he is compared to her. Just eat her,
he's
Lazarus.
massive. Yeah, dude, he would destroy her in bed. Dude.
Wow, too much info.
I do like how she took out her sword and is walking away. But that's very interesting that she's not only like defying us by saying like I don't care what you think, I'm doing this.
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and she is an investigator. I get that angle.
Right. But she's like, she's most interested. The necromancer thing, yeah. She's most interested because he defied death.
Right.
So I can see her going down this dark path.
Especially considering Belinda, who, you know, we don't care about. But... Like, the ties to Belinda, maybe she's gonna learn something.
Yeah, I like the potential of where that could go.
And now we talk to Keith.
I can't help but feel like I'll be explaining this to Casimir shortly. Given what happened today, I'd feel a little better if someone I knew was watching the chamber.
Someone you trust?
Yes. So, could you ask Taimy to get me
I take that as a good sign.
You've been a lot of things, Keith, but you've never been an enemy of this dragon.
I'll lay down my life for...
Wow. Wreck.
What should we call it?
Her.
Let's call it
Her name is Aurene.
How does he know that?
Maureen.
It wasn't a decision. I just knew.
Then no harm will come to Aurene.
What about Soreen?
Sorry.
After the coming battle, it has changed.
Dude, Sorry is amazing, dude. Malthof it's so good, dude.
Would you name it? Would you name a dragon after it?
Yes.
So there we go.
And now she's got the name.
So we just knew the name. I assume that the dragon psychically just implanted the idea in our head.
I've seen a lot of people have a problem with that. Like, we just knew that's lame. I think it makes total sense.
It makes sense.
Because we have prophecies, we have visions now, so...
all the time.
Yeah, it
I
makes sense
think
that
it's
we know.
totally fine. I'm not a big fan of the name, but I don't mind.
Right, yeah, me neither.
I just think it's so ugly, though, dude. Like,
I don't have a problem with the name.
They could have done such a cool design, and it just kind of looks like your typical Disney dragon.
It does look very Disney.
It's totally
yeah,
toothless.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But it could change. It was literally born 3 minutes ago.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
It's not going to grow into glint size and have these giant eyes.
I wonder how fast it'll grow, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we going to speed it up? It can't take years and years.
No, obviously not. It's going to have to grow
There'll be something
fast.
that'll happen.
And then they'll be like, why is it growing so fast? And Taimy will have some explanation that apparently our characters...
machine, see what happens.
We need its kidney.
Well, it's the right size. Put Spencer right in the kidney, right here.
Like
carve a little hole.
Is this what like Primordus and stuff would like look like when they were little?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
know.
You don't know. That might be what Clint looked like when she was born.
I mean, they made it cute and adorable. I get it, you know, but
it's just. It kind of stands out though, like the design of creatures and stuff all over the franchise. They never look like this kind of. It's too cartoony.
But do you see it 3 minutes after it's born, Corvus?
No, I know, but like anything else in the game you see, even if they're like juvenile animals or whatever else, it just doesn't fit. Like even the wyverns in like the Heart of Thorns maps fit better than this does, and I think if they made it look a bit more draconic and less, I guess they need to give it expression.
So they can sell plushies. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, basically sell minis and plushies.
I wouldn't be. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if we got a mini pet in the gym store.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's whatever. I don't know. It doesn't bother me really.
It does the job. It's just it could have been cooler.
Let's sit on its back.
Get off it.
It's bigger. I mean, it's basically the size of me. It could probably eat.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty big.
Feed it an Azura.
Yeah, like if I was on my Asura, definitely. So I don't know. Lazarus coming and being a good guy.
I chose you.
I think
that's obviously not real. Like I don't think anyone in the world expects this.
He's gonna betray us.
I like that our player character acknowledged that. They're like, it's definitely a trap. It's definitely a trap, Marjorie.
I hate that. Also, it's just Lazarus smuggles a Drake, not a dragon. Anyway, moving on. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like Lazarus. I think it's rubbish.
I love Lazarus. I think he's cool as hell, man.
I think, well, like Lazarus is cool, but why? No, why is he? Why is he even? Why is he even the enemy of my enemy? It's just, I don't like it.
Think about it. Like, first of all, what the Mersat were trying to protect themselves way back when in Guild Wars 1, right? And it was their selfish like cowardice that made them do these bad things.
Sure.
And he is obviously back now, and then suddenly all these dragons are rising up. He's obviously like crapping himself because, oh crap, I'm gonna die because of all these dragons. So I reckon he's maybe trying to team up with us, if he is good, because he thinks, oh, these guys have brought down 2 of them, they can probably stop them all, and then I'll be safe. If he's doing something bad, then maybe he's gonna we're gonna wait till we kill a dragon and try and absorb the magic to get even more powerful, or this, that, whatever. Like, there's a reason for him to want to be playing on our side, even if he's bad. There's still a reason for it, and I don't mind the fact.
We need to stop Primordius. We kill Primordius. The magic goes out again. You don't think he's gonna try and absorb some more magic when we kill Primordius next time?
Yeah, like be real. Like he's gonna wait till Primordius is dead, and then suddenly gain all this stuff, and he's just gonna get stronger and stronger, and then we're gonna have to use Aurene and the spell of the Forgotten to turn the dragons onto our side, and then us and all these elder dragons fight Lazarus or something.
Well, he is one single Mersat that's starting to get a following of half of the White Mantle, and he knows that we have slayed elder dragons, done something that they've failed at. So obviously he's gonna say, hey, I want to be on their side, or make them think that I'm on their side so they don't come after me.
What if he's gonna steal Aurene?
Don't kill me, guys. Don't kill me yet. I need more power.
Right.
The thing is, for me, though, is that surely nobody in the player base actually thinks Lazarus is a good guy. Right? And so if they play into that, like he turns out to be a bad guy, it's not really gonna come as a surprise at all.
But then
if he is a good guy, if he is actually a good guy the whole time, then it's kind of just going to be unbelievable and kind of forced. So I don't really know what they should do. Maybe something will happen. Maybe he'll save somebody, and it'll be oh, maybe he is actually a decent dude. And if we can go further into his backstory and what he thinks, maybe they can sell us on the idea that he's good.
Well, I think that they actually tried to do that with the Mersat lore tablets in Mount... I keep wanting to call it Mount Manstrom, in Ember Bay, because I agree. If you read those, it makes it seem like the Mersat were good guys who thought that the other 4 elder races betrayed them, because it's telling the events of the past through their side.
It kind of humanizes them a lot. You can.
So you start thinking, well, maybe they weren't just evil bastards who just abandoned everyone, because they're like, those elder races, those other races, they didn't want to do what we wanted to do, and they abandoned us, and they left us alone to die. So I think
there's also like, I think there's exalted dialogue which talk about how they exalted. All they know about them is just what the Forgotten told them, and we know that the Forgotten were like almost like racist. The conflict between those two. So obviously they're gonna hear all these horror stories, and it is interesting. Like, yeah, okay, they were selfish and they did some terrible things, especially to the humans and stuff. But when you see it from their perspective, like you do in the lore tablets, it kind of you do sympathize with them a lot more and say, oh well, they were scared and they thought they were left on their own against this huge threat and blah blah blah. It's cool. So it's gonna be really interesting to see where it plays out. But I think him turning out to be a villain and kind of backstabbing us would kind of be, I'd see it. Would see it
on the other hand, he was just resurrected, so self-preservation has to be on his mind. That's why he wants to fight with us to stop the dragons. He doesn't want to die again so soon. So if he's put into a situation or backed into a corner where he's going to die, betraying us is not going to be so far-fetched. Yeah. Our character has a big history of trusting nobody anyway, so we don't exactly trust Kaith, although we kind of do now. We didn't forgive Canuck for a long time. We're a very unforgiving person, so
it's just that I don't think it's a good move, because either way the player base is going to be, or if they meet, oh, he's a good guy, that's ridiculous, or he was a bad guy, we all saw that coming. So the eventual twist when he it's like they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. Now I see what they were going for, but I don't think it was a good idea.
This dragon's tail headdress is worth 2.5 gold. That's all I care about.
Yeah. See, I think it would be cool to
what, the draconic?
If they had just made him bad the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been a stronger move on ArenaNet's part. But the thing is, maybe they can win him, like maybe he can win us over if say someone's in great danger and he somehow saves them, or he really helps us out with something, or he gives up some of his power to help power Aurene up or something.
I think this is what
faster,
needs to happen with Lazarus. I think this is kind of the only redemption that he can have in the story, because right now, as far as him being evil or good, they're damned if they do and damned if they don't, because we don't trust him. Nobody really wants him to be an ally, like it's because you don't trust him.
Better not
the Mossad are supposed to be bad guys. I think the only redeeming factor, the good thing that can come out of this, is how he can warp the other characters. I really hope that Marjorie gets very warped by him. Maybe he actually turns on us and does something bad and he's close to death, but Marjorie brings him back because she wants his secret to, rezzing the dead or something, and she's her fascination with him. I think Marjorie can become as fascinated with him as Taimy was with Scarlet. And I remember with Taimy saying, Scarlet is so fascinating, us going, what are you doing, Taimy? Like, you can't worship Scarlet. That's bad. I think if Marjorie starts worshipping Lazarus and could possibly turn on us. So I think his influence of the other characters who are on our side is going to be the best way that the story can go with him.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. And especially because of Marjorie's more and more kind of taking this spiral downward. She's getting a bit less. She's starting to care less about stuff. She's starting to be a bit more kind of moody and angsty and stuff. And it's fair enough. And you can already see Cass and Jory, like we've not seen them interact in since Heart of Thorns halfway through the story or something.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a big deal, and maybe her kind of downward spiral, he could be kind of like a catalyst for it, even if he isn't actively doing anything. But let's not forget that the Mursat were able to convince people that they were gods. They have a following now, despite there being no Mursat present on the world for 250 years. They've still got the following. Lazarus is a charming dude who's going to be able to manipulate basically anyone at this point, just based off.
He's basically saying that he's going to take his portion of the White Mantle and use them for good.
Yeah, right, let's be really blunt. But the thing is, if the Mursat were able to convince people they were gods and keep that following of the White Mantle for 250 years, I'm certain that he's going to be able to warp Marjorie's mind a wee bit and see kind of maybe even corrupt her more to doing things he wants, or
knows what's going to happen.
And especially when she's in this state of, I don't know.
You're not the boss of me. I'll do whatever. She's a rebellious teenager, right?
Yeah, and he could play into that loads. And
you're not my boss.
And corrupt her.
You're not my real mom.
Even though, in Heart of Thorns and in season 2, she kept calling you boss, but you're not the boss of her, boss.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Belinda and all this junks just made her not.
Well, she's very embittered, right? She's been embittered. Belinda dies. That messes with her. She goes on a crusade to kill Mordramoth. Her and Casimir aren't getting along because she doesn't share her feelings. Mm-hmm. And, now you're not the boss of her. She's going to investigate and find out, why he's undead or how he was able to come back from death. Maybe in some ways, too, because she wants to bring Belinda back, right? Or maybe she feels like she could do the same thing. Maybe, who knows?
It's gonna be an interesting path to go down. And I'm not really sure where the next episode could go. We ended on a cliffhanger last time, which worked out really well because we had this idea of is it Primordus and Caudicus and all this junk. Here there's a big event at the end, but not so much a cliffhanger apart from Marjorie going away. So I don't really know what the next thing we're gonna do is.
So Primordus is still moving to the volcano. All we did was relieve the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's highly possible, and we sent a sample back to Taimy, but we don't know what the sample tells us. Yeah. So we're gonna have another instance with Taimy where she explains more stuff to our idiotic brain, makes us feel stupid. Obviously, something to do with the dragon. Perhaps we'll probably find out more about Lazarus, Bram, and Rock.
Oh, we better go see Bram. Come on.
And Casimir, obviously, we're gonna have to. If something happens to Marjorie, we're gonna have to talk to Casimir eventually. Something that's kind of interesting is it'll be cool to see if the other NPCs' outfits change, because we've had Marjorie's change, Taimy's has now changed. I wonder if the other outfits of
Kanak's has changed, hasn't it?
Kanak.
Yeah. Kanak changed last time as well, I think.
So we're seeing a lot of the NPC outfits change. We haven't seen all of them in the gem story yet. I imagine we will eventually.
Yeah.
But it'll be pretty interesting to see if like the outfit change continues to happen via the story.
If it has a story kind of thing too, I don't know.
I mean,
Taimy's looks like a little power suit or something. It's cool.
I don't know that it's going to be explained in the story, but you know, I don't know. I guess I was pretty satisfied with the story overall. Short again.
Yeah.
There was 2 instances. That was my problem.
I was very disappointed it was only 2 instances.
2 instances, and there was a lot of
like you said, running around the islands to release vows. I mean,
yeah.
Like walking around and you see the big stronghold thing, like, cool, something, we're gonna go in there and then there's gonna be this huge thing and like a big cutscene and loads of stuff's gonna happen, or maybe we'll see some evidence of Primordus, maybe he rises up, or a big destroyer that's like a huge boss fight, or there wasn't really any of that. It kind of just took 2 plot points. One, that just a reason for us to go to Ring of Fire, which is then smashed in with Jormag's active and the thing about the magic, right, which is huge lore implications.
Yeah.
It's cool. Then nothing, and then right at the end the egg hatches. That's basically it. Like, and that's fine. I mean, that's huge stuff, but it just wasn't explored. I would have rather we had like 4 instances or 5 that really went into depth about everything that we got.
Yeah.
It just kind of felt like, oh, we've got heart quests in the map, so instead of doing instances, we can just make them do those heart quests, and that'll be the story. Which is why I'm disappointed. The bits that were good were amazing, and the rest was just disappointing. So it's kind of this balance of, I don't know if it's good or not.
Not good, not bad.
Yeah.
The story instances that we do get are I enjoyed a lot, and I enjoyed the dialogue, generally speaking. I like the lore implications that it sort of infers, but like you said, you run around the island opening valves, and that's kind of like your, you know, they need to get you to the Fire Islands to discover what happens, and then you just come back for the egg.
Yeah.
Because it hatches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope we get something a bit stronger next time.
Again, too short.
A bit chunkier.
Yeah,
it's funny that I say it's too short, and we basically played for a little over 3 hours to complete all that stuff.
But then that's the thing, though, how much of that was actual story
open
content.
world, actually getting there.
Yeah, and it took longer the first time I did it because I had to get I wanted to get the mastery first and you know all this other stuff.
Finish if you
so it takes its time, but the actual concentrated story isn't that long, and I think it's the same with. It was the same with Heart of Thorns too, you know, like so much of it was the grind, and so it felt kind of an okay length, but then you realize that the episodes and the instances aren't that long, it's spaced out.
If you think how long Dragon's Reach Part 1 was as well, that was that was a good 3. Well, the thing is, that was when it was every 2 weeks, and that was a good 3 hours.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't know. It's not bad, and I think episode 1 was good, but felt really short. This one felt less short, and it did take longer to do, but there was way less story instances. So I don't know what the game needs. Maybe like the same amount of story instances as episode 1, but with kind of gaps in between them to help it feel a bit more. I don't know.
Well, we see in Living Story Season 2, or Living World Season 2, we had a number of instances, not every episode, but there was a couple of episodes where we got 3-4 instances, and I think that's kind of the sweet spot. Less open worldy stuff and more instant story stuff. It's difficult because we wait 2 to 3 months for a story, and even if the story was, say, some arbitrary number, it's always going to feel like, oh, well, I have to wait 2 or 3 months. It's never enough. And because they always end on a cliffhanger, which stories basically have to, otherwise, you know, whatever. I understand why it feels that way, but...
The map was a lot better this time, though, and is going to encourage a lot more replayability than Bloodstone Fen did. I think I went in there 2 or 3 times after I finished the story, and that's it. while Ember Bay feels a bit more solid like that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, maybe they spent that time making the map better, and that's why we maybe got less instances or something.
I just feel like the middle part would have felt more impactful and meaningful if it was something like all I took from it was, ooh, there's a dwarf head. Cool dwarf stuff. Other than that, it's like, it didn't really, like, we got all the information in the first instance, like going to the island and seeing that there was vine-touched and death-touched destroyers. Like, if we would have had made that discovery when we went to Ember Bay, it like that could have been a big reveal that was there in Ember Bay rather than Taimy just telling us. Or that guy coming back.
I think maybe
saying,
Wendell came back. Yeah, if he came back, oh, something's wrong, blah, 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 and we're like, okay, we'll go get a sample. We go there, we do a couple things to help the Scritt and whatever, then we go back to Taimy, show her that, then she explains to us the magic stuff and what's happened. Yeah. And then we have a vision with her there.
Yes, I agree.
And then maybe Marjorie's there checking in on Taimy, and that's why she came with us to Tarir, and explains why she's even bothering to be there.
Marjorie just feels shoehorned in both episodes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
I think
now,
she doesn't have a
now
purpose,
she actually has a
maybe.
reason, because she's with Lazarus, right? So when she shows up, it's like, hey, I have something to tell you about Lazarus. Here's the whatever, right?
Well, in the first episode, Marjorie and Rytlock were the two that were kind of like palling around with us. Like, they were there in the last instance. So it's kind of like, you know, Casimir and Bram are off and Rox are off doing their own thing. So they're the ones that are with us. But it happened that Rytlock got taken back to the Black Citadel, so it's just Marjorie. It still feels like she was just shoehorned in, but it's like, you know, kind of makes sense in that way. Like, she's the one actively doing stuff with us. I don't know.
I mean, unless we missed something, at least in story 1, you tell Rytlock to, like, hey, go gather whoever. In this one, she just shows up. Like, I guess you sent her a message, but that happens off screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, I think that's why if we'd gone back with the sample to Taimy, we could have said, hey, can you tell Jory to meet us there or something? You know, just kind of.
Yeah, I agree that an instance going back to talk to Taimy would have really tied things together very well. Because I was shocked when we got the vision. It was like it came out of nowhere. Like, oh, the egg's hatching. It's like, what? Like, I was not expecting to come back here this episode.
I kind of expect we'll see some Corticus stuff maybe in the next story as well.
Yeah. I think that the egg has been about to hatch since the end of Heart of Thorns, which was about a year ago.
Yeah.
So I think I'm quite happy we got to see little Aurene here.
Oh yeah, me too.
Aw. Oh, it's just so cute.
Somebody says the flying guy sent out messages to your friends?
Yeah, it does. Ruka did say because.
Oh no, but she's already there, Ruka, right? Oh, he says he told them.
Ruka's there because we ask where, or he asked where's Rytlock because like, and he's saying why is Kaith here? She wasn't summoned, so it's like Marjorie was summoned there.
So he summoned them.
Yeah, which is
Marjorie's
weird.
the only one who. Marjorie's the only one who listens to the summons.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense either. Ruka summoned her, like we should have sent a message to her saying meet us at the egg chamber, not Ruka. So it's like what?
I just think for pacing it would have been
so
better.
Why was she summoned when we're the only ones who are allowed in? So what was the point?
See, that wasn't clear to me. Apparently I missed that. So Ruka summons our team, but Marjorie's the only one who shows up. Rytlock's under arrest, I understand.
Right.
Taimy doesn't even contact us on the
She
banana
doesn't have a
phone.
Scruffy 2.0, so she's like stuck at Rata Novus.
Rox is chilling at Air's homestead waiting for Bram, I guess. Sent a letter. And Casimir, we have no idea.
No idea what Casimir's
doing. Don't know why
doing.
she's not responding.
No clue.
Jory probably killed her.
She's shacking up.
She's
for the
dead.
news.
Jory just met Mantle and killed her, and she's keeping it a secret.
Oh, Ruka was looking for us when we were in Ember Bay. He sends letters to our friends because maybe they know where we are. There was something about that. I don't know.
Rox is
it was
mending
still...
Garm. Yeah, Rox
but for pacing, right?
But like, if you send out a letter that says, "Hey, the egg is hatching," don't you think you could let Garm just stay at home and you come and help the commander?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I don't understand this trying to find us. Like, we get sent mails anywhere in the world all the time.
Right.
Like, does the Exalted not have access to the mail system?
They did say that like the communicator that Taimy gave us wouldn't work very well there and stuff. And so it kind of
that's true.
And the Azura gate's kind of wonky and not
Okay,
stable.
that's true. That's right. There's tons of interference in Ember Bay. Okay, that's
so like
fair.
that makes sense. But I think for pacing, to have the first instance be like, okay, right, there's stuff like Jormag's also active, and the stuff about Spencer, right, cool. Then we go there because we need to investigate. Then we take a sample, come back after doing some hearts. There's another instance where we talk to Taimy, who tells us stuff about the magic. Then you get the vision. Then you're like, quick, we need to call everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and I think having that kind of pacing would have made it feel a bit better, rather than just like bookends. You know, just start, do hearts, and then the end. Like it just.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's interesting to me that there's some people in chat who clearly understood the concept that Ruka sent messages out, and other of us, like myself, totally missed that and didn't get that at all from it.
I missed that as well. I was like,
I didn't notice it.
There we go.
Yeah, I always take a couple playthroughs to really catch every single little nuance that is in the dialogue, because it's very chopped up. You know, it's not like one paragraph that you're reading and absorbing. Sure. You know, and there's stuff going on, like Taimy telling us about Jormag while we're fighting in the hologram. Like, that just didn't spawn for me the first time I played it. I had no idea that Jormag was awake. I had to have chat tell me, because I was dead. I went down when that dialogue was gonna trigger, so my character couldn't talk back to her, and I think that's what, like, it just completely skipped that entire thing.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, and what with the bugs with the audio in the open world as well. I mean, it's
they still got some refining to do, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, to their credit, the background NPC dialogue was not as much of a problem as it has been in the past, so getting that part right. Still got some things to work out, though.
I think as well, the Jormag reveal wasn't very impactful at all.
No, not at all.
Right.
Even the fact that it was in the same text box as her saying, okay, well, here I'm going to tell you, they should have made it like swap, because you can read ahead and see his name.
Yeah, you actually read ahead, don't you?
Yeah.
And like that kind of spoiled it.
What if that was thrown in at the end? What if we're in here, we get a transmission from Taimy, and she says, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you the bad news. Jormag's active, and you could have ended the episode on that. It's Primordus is active. This one, it's Jormag is active.
Yeah, and that's the joke as well, because if people might, oh, that's so crap that they're just gonna, oh, another dragon's active. They reuse the same cliffhanger. But I think Taimy as a character could have played off that, you know. It's a bit of deja vu, or make a joke about the fact that would have been quite good. And because I think the problem with this as well, we didn't really have a cliffhanger at the end at all, not properly. Not like a kind of bad, serious one.
Well, yeah, I know, we're always left wondering.
I think it makes the story, it makes it feel more compelling.
Yeah.
When everything's rounded off normally, you kind of end the story and you're like, oh, okay. But with a cliffhanger, you start thinking ahead, and it means loads.
Like,
it makes the experience last longer.
Lore bombs that they just throw at us, and at the very end of episode 1, there was 2 huge bombs. Even the very last sentence, Primordus is active. It's like, psh, and that was right after Lazarus was resurrected. Whereas in this one, the egg hatching, it was like the final instance was this big event, but it didn't end on this jaw-dropping moment. And I think that the Jormag is also active could have been something like that, even though people say, oh, you just ended on the same thing. I would have preferred that to how they presented it, because then we kind of even, like, the character doesn't have any, like, reaction to it. They're just like, well, you should have programmed some ice brood in here, Taimy. It wasn't like, what?
Yeah, we don't feel overly threatened by Jormag. It's like, well, we don't have time to think about that.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's not that immediate a threat. I get that, but
well, we do ask for details, and she's like, "There's no details."
Bram's the one that told her, which is really odd. Like, Wouldn't this make us worried about Bram? Like, Bram sent a short note that
one
said
cares.
Jormag is active. How does he know? Is he up there in the Shiver Peaks getting slaughtered? And we're just like, well, we're going to Ember Bay to collect some samples.
That sucks. We should have had way more. We should have been like, okay, we'll tell Marjorie to go and investigate and make sure he's
there
okay.
you go.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know? We shouldn't have just been like, alright, GG, mate. See you later, Bram. You know, Air's dead. You may as well die as well, dude.
That's what he wanted. He wants to fight Icebrood and fight Jormag, so I don't think he's ever going to leave the Shiver Peaks now.
It's interesting that we're talking about this and coming up with like all these like it should have been this way, it should have been that way, and really it's a symptom of it. Just the story needs to be just a little bit longer, just draw it out a little bit more to add some, a couple little details here and there. But
I think that's where this kind of comparison from Guild Wars 2 to like a cartoon is. Everything's really fast and like, oh, here, someone talks this and it says it really fast, and then we move on to the next thing, and it's this kind of, it's like watching a kid's show where it's just fast to keep a child's attention. There's none of that. You watch any fantasy show or heavy play The Witcher, like the conversations are real because they're drawn out. They're kind of slow paced and natural. This is like a TV show in the sense that it's kind of shallow and just really snappy between points, rather than sitting down and being like, right, okay, Jory, what's going on, and this kind of proper natural conversation. Obviously it's an MMO, and obviously it's not that kind of game, but I think a lot of my problems with the Guild Wars 2 story is because of that stuff. Gwent.
And yeah, you're right, Bjorn. They're making the story go in a lot of different directions, and it's like we can't focus on them all at once. But I really do think they're setting up for the next expansion. I think it's gonna be fire and ice. They're gonna try and cash grab on that, which I don't blame them.
Well, if it's fire and ice, let's say it's Jormag and Primordius. Primordius is going to Volcano Island. Jormag is coming a little bit south. Where does the new map appear? Do we still think that we're going to the desert?
They do a wild cataclysm and just redo all of the coordinates.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, no.
We
the
head
thing
north?
is, if we've got Jormag was the Far Shiver Peaks, right?
Yeah. Right.
So there's still, if we look at where the Far Shiver Peaks is on the map, where it says Far Shiver Peaks, that is actually all underwater now. So if the next bit for Jormag is actually like where we went in with Eye of the North, so the Eye of the North area and maybe the Blood Legion homelands as well.
So that also Eye of the North also opened a bit of the Verdant Cascades as well, so we could go. It did,
yeah.
We could go up like that whole kind of stretch along the top, which would be awesome, and also add a really a nice amount of variety to the maps we get to go to as well.
Right. If it's fire and ice, we can get both the rest of the Ring of Fire, because there's still like Ember Bay is only a fifth of the Ring of Fire islands, so we could have like 2 or 3 new maps in the Ring of Fire, and then we could have like 2 or 3 new maps in the Shiver Peaks. So then you have this variety. It's not all jungle.
Or have cascades, the Blood Legion homelands or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and then we could have some Char homelands too.
And
there's also the Deldrimor front as well.
And the Deldrimor front is the gap that's in the southern Shiver
They've
Peaks
brought the dwarves back into it, so
that would be cool. But then all of this stuff I think would be cooler just having a straight up Jormag expansion, honestly. I don't this kind of double dragon thing, all it does is mean that the focus on any particular dragon is going to be like half the size as if it had been exclusive to that. And even you look at Heart of Thorns, that didn't tell us enough about Mordremoth. We didn't delve into that story enough, and that was a whole expansion about him.
Didn't really learn a whole lot about him.
Yeah,
we wouldn't learn anything if we have to deal with 2 dragons. And how would like a boss fight work? How would any of these like strong interactions? It just kind of feels like they'd be juggling too much at once.
Primordius versus Jormag. Obviously, we're gonna pit them against each other.
Yeah, it's just like you buy the expansion, you just sit and watch a cutscene of them.
It's a movie. It's gonna be a movie.
That's it. I'm gonna keep my dwarf thumb, which is very bony and has
so
spikes
cool,
sticking out of it.
I hope. Imagine there was a way you could use that in the open world or something. There's like you find a secret door and you need to like be a dwarf to open it, so you just use your little thumb. I want little secrets to do with it. I know I'm gonna keep this forever now. That dwarf.
Oh man, that's gonna be I have two of them now.
Space.
I have so many things that I just
taking
keep.
up a slot in my bank. It's surprisingly well manicured.
Yeah. It doesn't look it. There's like spikes coming
I know,
off the
right?
end. I don't know. Maybe that's well manicured for a dwarf. What do I know?
Oh, jeez.
It's cool.
Well, I guess we'll
So,
wrap it
I don't
up
know.
there.
That's pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Pretty cool.
Thanks for hanging out today,
Thanks.
guys. That was fun. I liked it.
No drama, Lana. We got to meet. We got a shiny new friend called Aurene.
Yeah.
And she's
For
going to
now.
become an elder
Till the
dragon
story
and kill
kills
us.
her,
So
till
we
she
should
dies in the
just kill her
story.
now.
No, don't say that.
She's gonna grow up and kill
Don't-
us.
No.
Yes.
She's not gonna die in the story.
She's going to be Mordretan.
She's gonna die in the story. Lazarus is gonna kill her, and then that'll be amazing.
I hate you.
We're gonna
Dude,
install
imagine
Spencer.
Lazarus tearing her apart. dude.
God, you son of a bitch!
And then the next time you see him, he's got all this diamond encrusted armor.
Oh my god!
And you're like, damn, dude.
I want to
looking
buy that from the
sweet.
gem store. And then it comes
He's
out
got
in the gem
he's
store.
got a cute, adorable little head on his shoulder. Big eyes.
Yeah,
Some
that'd be
wing back
amazing,
piece.
dude. That's what I want for the story.
Instead of a butt cape, he's got this crystal tail here.
Oh, that's true. She can't die because she's a child.
But she's not human. She's not necessarily
Doesn't
sentient.
Hmm.
She doesn't
She's
count.
sentient. She
Dude, you
knows
don't
her
know that.
name.
She didn't even say
No,
anything.
no.
Well, I guess she told us her name.
She didn't tell us.
She
So
was
just
born
tell us
3
her
minutes
name.
ago.
Shut up. We just felt on it.
She
She can
can't
die.
talk yet.
She will die. Okay, but Lazarus will make her grow, and then he'll kill her.
Yeah, she'll grow super
That's-
fast just to die.
I think we'll probably.
Yeah, we kill crablings.
Oh, that's
enough.
true.
We kill loads of baby stuff.
That's true. Karka hatchlings. That's true.
I don't know how I feel about us continuing to kill the dragons, though. It just
I
seems like
know,
a bad
it's-
idea.
It does.
Yeah.
It's
We're not
such a
learning
bad
our lesson
idea.
at all.
We're gonna be so screwed.
We just keep
The story's
killing
still
them,
funny.
and then the dragon powers go to another minion. So then the ice
It's gonna get
dragon
harder
gets
and harder every time.
fire ice minions. That
You
sounds like
fight
a great
Mordremoth,
idea.
and it's like fighting 2 dragons at once. We kill Mordremoth, and then like Primordus is gonna be 3 dragons at once. We kill him,
Yeah.
and then Jormag's like 4. Like, come on, dude.
I really want some acknowledgement from our player characters of like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Maybe there's another way, because the dragons are
I'd
getting
like-
stronger.
Honestly, I'd like a new villain too. And
I would
and
love
Lazarus-
another villain like
be
Scarlet.
perfect.
I would love that. Maybe Lazarus can be that. Once he
But,
stops
yeah.
yanking our chain about
So
being on our
kills
side.
He's our friend.
Hmm.
Lazarus,
Yeah, he is.
Lazarus the friend.
That's his name, Lazarus.
To
the-
be there
I'm
for
trying to-
you.
Lazarus
Lazarus
the-
the not so vile.
Lazarus the Undier.
Lazarus the. I can't think of a joke, man. I'm usually funny.
Lazarus the friendly.
That's
No.
so bad, dude.
I know, but so is the idea of making Lazarus a frigging good guy. So,
Yeah, but no one
Good guy.
believes that. No one believes.
It,
No, nobody believes it. Even
can't
our
be.
even our player character doesn't believe it, and he believes everything.
And ArenaNet better not try to like prove us wrong. Like, haha, he actually is good. You thought he wasn't. It's like, oh,
You've been
that would
mean to
be
him this
so
whole time for
lame.
no reason.
The problem, it's
You're a jerk.
that's the thing though. It's this back to this Guild Wars 2 storytelling where every character is either good or bad, and it's that really kind of basic. We're the good guys and these are the bad guys. There's no.
Oh, Marjorie.
That's a little bit
yes.
Nah, but none of them are grey in the sense of like they wouldn't kill somebody. You know they're not gonna do something bad for everyone. They're just acting angsty or acting weird and kind of impartial. But it's at the core of it. There's only good guys and bad guys, and I miss that. What could have been with the Solvari. I want some kind of really like cool grey area, like deeper characters instead of just good versus evil all the time.
I like Kai's idea. Marjorie becomes the new Scarlet.
Dude, she just goes insane and
I would love that.
learns how to cheat
And then
death.
Casimir has to go all Zerker Casimir again to bring her down.
Yeah, but it should be the other way. I think Cass should die because what would happen to Jory if Cass died would be way more interesting than what
she
would
doesn't
happen
care
if
about Cass
Jory
anymore.
died. Yeah,
well,
she doesn't.
We've sort of passed that, right? Because there was this chance for Casimir to kind of lose her mind and go crazy if she had died. But
she did.
But that was.
passed.
But I assume
there.
that part was written when Jory was still in the frame as dying, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But she could. I think the fact that she was going to die makes it so much easier for them to kill her off too, because it's already kind of in there, you know, as an idea, a suggestion, and it was going to happen. So I don't know, man. It could be cool. But I don't know.
Ooh, what if the next necro spec uses bloodstone magic? Because of Jory's interest in bloodstone magic.
Yeah, but how would that work? Like maybe you go maybe instead of a shroud, you kind of go mad and just consume the power
into
of
a
a
bloodstone frenzy. Ooh.
Yeah, for a brief amount of time. That'd be quite interesting, actually.
Yeah. I like it. All right, guys.
Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Lazarus maybe cause the destroyers to appear just to look like a hero to get us on his side.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like it. All right.
No, we'll just have to wait for
We'll have
2 months
to
or
wait and
whatever.
see. Yeah, 2 months.
Tune in next time.
Tune in next
in
time
2 months.
in 2 months.
2 months.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Before
Probably
Christmas,
November.
maybe.
I'm guessing November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Definitely.
We'll have this, and then Halloween, and then maybe story.
Hopefully another
then
episode,
Winter's
and then Winter's Day. Yeah.
And then Christmas, and we'll see you guys in February. We'll see you guys in April.
Yeah.
Not before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
We're putting it in our diaries now. I want to see you guys until April.
I'm gonna put it in my diary right now. Today, Alex was mean to me. Called
Fire
me
Alex.
names.
It's been so long, Peachy. Fire Alex, please.
He hurt my feelings.
Alex,
It's been so.
it has been a long time.
And we haven't checked on the pale tree in a while either.
Yeah.
Some other.
I don't want to be bad.
The pale tree's fine.
She's fine.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Kate would
Inks is
tell
still
us
alive,
if she
so-
was dead.
Yeah, my character's still alive. We're good. She's back to producing little baby trees. Well, actually, full-grown trees.
Yeah. Weird.
Anyway. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. See you next
Thanks
time.
for watching, guys.
Okay, bye.